And one of the final conversations that he had on this earth, my husband witnessed for his Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Now and for all eternity, he will stand at his Savior's side, wearing the glorious crown of a martyr. Charlie loved life. He loved his life. He loved America. He loved nature, which helped him always bring him closer to God.
Play the rest of this. It's way too important not to the lovely, brave woman. We'll be right back. Americans love their credit cards, one of the most secure and hassle-free ways to pay. But D.C. politicians want to change that with the Durbin-Marshall credit card bill. Now, this bill lets corporate megastores pick how your credit card is processed, allowing them to use untested payment networks that jeopardize your data security and rewards. Corporate megastores will make more money, and you pay the price. Tell Congress to guard your card, because Americans lose when politicians choose. Learn more at guardyourcard.com, paid for by the Electronic Payments Coalition.
Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at ethos.com/today. Ethos.com/today.
After 2 weeks on the road, your Coyotes are finally home. Welcome to Roswell Coyote Football on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM and online at ksvptv.com.
So you have number 4, Allen Ingram, on the top of your screen, along with Isaac Gonzalez. Might as well just take it yourself and run it in, and he does. And there's going to be a touchdown for the Coyotes. Luke Lynn in for a touchdown.
Tonight, your Coyotes are back home at the Wool Bowl, taking on the Wildcats of Lovington High. Coyote Football on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM and online at ksvptv.com is presented by Amigo Machinery, Artesia General Hospital, Bob Reed Pest Control, Central Valley Electric, Eastern New Mexico University Portales and ENMU Roswell, Moppin and Brown Dentistry, Pecos Valley Equipment, Roswell Seed Company, Trustmark Roofing, Trans Aero Medevac, the National Championship Air Races in Roswell, Dion's Pizzas, Salads, and Subs, Farmers Country Market, Fulkerson Plumbing and Heating, National Furniture Liquidators, Richland Dodge and Richland GM, Plateau Wireless, Roswell Honda, Wakefield Oil Company, and Tate Branch of Roswell. Now, a word from our sponsors.
Hi, my name is Chance with Trustmark Roofing and Windows, and here's what you should expect during your window inspection. Upon my arrival, you'll receive a 15-minute courtesy call letting you know I'm on the way. Once I'm in your home, I'm going to be checking for moisture indication, functionality, and any kind of energy efficiency improvements to the inside and outside of your home. After my inspection, I'll give you my professional opinion, and then you can decide whether you want a no-obligation quote. Myself or the office will contact you to set up a date when I can show you my products and options to best suit your needs. So when choosing windows, choose Trustmark Roofing and Windows. Our goal is to give you a 5-star service and get you what you deserve, and that's the best.
Now's the time to get a great deal on the #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S. Professional-grade mowers, durable sidekick utility vehicles, and versatile compact tractors. It's the equipment you need to take care of your land. Right now, get select L2502 series for as low as $21,999 or $325 per month.
Visit your local Kubota dealer, Amigo Machinery at 2801 Southeast Main Street in Roswell.
Dion's is homegrown right here in New Mexico and is the perfect place for team dinners, family gatherings, and all your catering needs. Stop by their location on South Main and West Wildy in Roswell for the best pizza, salads, and subs in town at a price that won't break the bank. Dion's makes it easy to bring together your favorite people with your favorite food for any occasion. Visit Dion's.com to order ahead for dine-in or pickup. That's Dion's.com.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Coyote Football on KSVPTV.com and 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM, Facebook and YouTube. Art Sandoval and Jeff Lynn. Coach, good evening, sir. How are you?
I'm great, man. Great. Doing good.
Well, good deal, man. Well, I can't believe this is already going to be week number 3 in New Mexico high school football, and right now we're going to kind of just shift gears and, let's go ahead and recap last week's game against Hobbs. It was a lot better played game in my opinion. I thought Hobbs was a well-caliber team. I thought Roswell High School did a lot better, but what's your thoughts, Coach, about the Hobbs Eagles?
No, the thing that I said from the very beginning is we needed to improve, and I think we got better. I mean, Hobbs is really, really good on offense. I mean, you know, they've got 3 receivers over there that, you know, are really good, probably as good as anybody we're going to see the whole year. They've got 2 running backs over there, probably as good as anybody we're going to see the entire year. They got their quarterback would be the best running back on most teams in this state, 90% of the teams on this state. And then their offensive line, I think that's the best offensive line that I've seen Hobbs have since I've been here. I mean, they're not quite as big, but they really get after it. And so they were a handful on offense. You know, fortunately, we were able to force 4 turnovers, and that kind of kept us in the game.
Right.
But we really had a hard time stopping them because I mean, there's just so many options. There's not one thing. You take one thing away, and they do something else. And Coach Stevens is really disciplined in how he calls offense. He, you know, he doesn't force things. I mean, even if it's 3rd and long, he'll run the ball. I mean, if that's what you're giving him. So, very disciplined play caller. And then offensively, I thought we did some good things. I thought we did some real good things. I mean, you know, we dropped the wide open pass on the first series of the game. That's probably a touchdown. You know, Luke breaks that long run, and then the next play we fumble inside the 20. I mean, those are 2 possessions that, you know, we probably should have gotten scores on, but we didn't. So, you know, I was real happy. You know, one of the things we talked about going into the game offensively was we needed to be able to run the ball, and we did that for the most part. So I really felt like our team got better from Alamogordo to Hobbs, and so looking to build on that tonight.
Sounds good. And I apologize. I said week 3. I meant to say week 4. I mean, this season.
Week 4, yeah.
Week 4 is flying by as soon, as quick as possible right now. But yeah, Coach, I thought the same thing. And Coach, I mean, Kelly and I were talking about that on the way back. And shoulda, coulda, woulda. It is what it is. Apple is.
I mean, the bottom line is Hobbs has got a really explosive football team. Yeah. I mean, give them credit. I mean, that's that. The other thing I was just happy with is I was happy with our kicking game. Nick punted the ball well. He had a 41-yard average on 4 punts. I thought that was good. Kickoff team was much better. They didn't really give us anything in the punt return game, but kickoff return was better. So I thought we played a lot better in all 3 phases, and that makes me feel good going into this game.
Yeah, that first series, Coach Stevens, it was just 2 plays and then a touchdown. I was like, oh gosh.
And that's kind of on me. I mean, they jumped out there in quads, and we hadn't seen quads. We hadn't seen them in quads, so we didn't have a quads check-in. And that's on me. I mean, after the first time they did it, I should have probably called a timeout. I didn't think they would go back to it, and so I didn't call a timeout, and they did, and then they score. So, I mean, that's not really on the kids. That's on me. I learned something there. Even if you don't think you're getting quads, you better have a quads check-in. So.
Yeah, well, it is what it is. So the week's over with. We started brand new. So, Coach, the Roswell Coyotes ranked 2nd in the 5A classification, taking on the district opponent, the Lovington Wildcats, who are currently ranked 3rd. Both squads 1 and 2 on the season. So, Coach, let's just jump into it right away. Let's talk about the week of practice. How's the week of practice been going for you?
Good, real good. We had I thought last week we had a really good inspired practice. I think this week we had a really inspired practice. I think the kids are growing and getting better, and I'm excited to get on the field tonight and see how that's going. So, practice has been good. Really excited about tonight.
Yep, so we always talk about 3 parts to a season. You have the regular season, then you have district play, and then the playoffs. Right now we're starting the 2nd season already in week 4. So the Lovington Wildcats, pretty good team. They got one good victory over Portales, and then losing to Hobbs, and then to Carlsbad, losing to Hobbs 41-13, and then of course losing a thrill of 31-28 to Carlsbad. So anything on Lovington, offensively, defensively, special teams,
What should you be looking for tonight?
Offensively, Coach Bailey does a good job on offense. They run, they don't run a whole lot of different stuff, but they do it from a lot of different formations, and they've got, some RPOs and that kind of stuff in. They've got two kids that really stand out. They've got number 9 and number 14. Those kids are really good. 9 is a receiver, and 2 is pretty good too. The running back's pretty good too. So, and then 14 is a slot receiver, and then he also comes in and plays quarterback. It'll be interesting to see if he plays quarterback tonight. When the chips were on the table last week against Carlsbad, and they had to go in and down and score, he was the quarterback. So,
okay.
14, he's not a huge kid. I think 5'7", 140, 150, but he can really scoot, and he throws the ball well. So, and then Coach Bailey's very creative in how he approaches offense. So, we got our hands full defensively. Defensively, they play an odd front, an oaky front. They do some different things with their safeties. They kind of adjust with their safeties. They play some cover 3 and they play some man. So a little bit different look. I mean, basically kind of what we saw last week against Hobbs. So kind of a similar look. So well coached, Coach Faith's son, Josh Faith. Everybody knows Speedy Faith. He's kind of a legend around here, but his son is running the D and doing a good job, with them. And then, they got an excellent kicker. I mean, I think they lined up for a 50-yard field goal. I mean, you don't line up for a 50-yard field goal unless you think you can make it.
Right.
Unfortunately, they got a penalty and backed them up, and they had to punt. But I would have liked to have seen that. And then, so their kickoff coverage, he's 8 out of 10 touchback. So I don't know if we'll get an opportunity there. Punt team solid, punt return game solid. Just a well-coached football team. Coach Bailey and his staff do a great job.
Oh, good. So, well, sounds good, Coach. Man, I think you already answered everything I was going to ask you. I'm excited for the second part of the season here. Lovington coming down to Roswell, playing in the Wool Bowl. It should be a beautiful evening. The crowd, supposed to be a sold-out crowd is what I'm hearing. And so just real excited for this second part of the season. You played 3 tough opponents right off the bat to prepare for this game right now. So, Coach, I know, one of the things that I looked at against Hobbs, and this is just my opinion, I thought Nathaniel Lujan played really pretty well offensively. And I thought, of course, Luke Lynn breaking that one against Hobbs. One thing with Luke, I love the way he throws. He just has that snap, and it looks like you don't even have to warm up. He throws the ball 50, 60 yards, and he can run the ball. I mean, I tell you what, it's just really, really excited to see. Defensively, I suppose you're going to probably go into that double eagle look or a 50 front or whatever you want to call it. Is that correct?
Yeah, I mean, we'll do what we've been doing.
Okay.
So. Yeah, but I mean, there'll be some adjustments. So.
Okay. Well, sounds good. So, well, Coach, anything else you want to talk about to your fans up all over this world?
No, we're doing good. I mean, I'm excited about the second half of the season as well. Preseason's over. Now it's time to get in this district schedule. And we talk to the kids all week. Like, we need to win. I mean, like the old master Jedi Yoda said one time, he said, do or do not, there is no try. There's no trying anymore. It's go out and win the game. Right. And so, we're gonna load our gun, and we're gonna fire all our bullets at Lovington. And when we get done firing all our bullets, we're gonna throw the gun at them, and hopefully that's enough for us to win tonight, because we need to win. I mean, there's no more excuses. There's no more moral victories. It's time to get going and win some football games. So that's kind of our mentality. That's kind of our approach, and excited to see how that goes tonight.
I tell you what, that's what I love about Jeff Lynn. He just tells it like it is. So, Coach, talk to me a little bit about the sub-varsity and the freshman level real quick. That's probably
freshmen
important.
are undefeated.
Yep.
I believe that they beat Artesia in a wild one last week. I think they beat 172 to 52 or something like that. And then our JV ended up going down to Artesia and getting beat. So that was, I think they got beat 35 to 28 or something like that. And that never sits well. We've got to play better at that level. So we kind of challenged those kids a little bit this week. But those guys are 2-1, and then the freshmen are 3-0, and they're actually going to play Nemi's JV tomorrow at Nemi. So after tonight's game, if you don't got anything to do and you want to watch the pups play, you can go over to Nemi tomorrow and catch them in action. I think that game's at 2. So. Okay. Just fired up about that group. I think that sophomore and freshman class has got a chance to be really good. We got to get some things straightened out with our offensive line with those groups. But if we do, we got a chance to be pretty good.
Sounds good. Another thing I was thinking about too, Coach. We always talk about X's and O's and philosophy and all that other stuff. I was going to ask you about if you want to say something about your booster club. I know, without our parents, we don't get a lot of different things. We don't get things to us, food, equipment, and different things. You want to say anything about your booster club?
Yeah, just a great group of people. I mean, that's headed by Ruben Bolaños is our president, and then Diana Crosco is our secretary. Beto Soto's, the treasurer. I mean, those three people pull a lot of weight. And then just any time that we need something done, our parents are quick to jump in and help and do things. And, just super appreciative of that. I mean, like, you can't win on the way you need to win these days without a booster club. And, that support that they give us is really phenomenal. And we're just extremely grateful that, we've got a great booster club and they do a good job. And, there's not a lot of selfishness there. There's, sometimes you get a booster club where, I'm doing this because I want my kid to get something. You know what I'm saying? Those people that we talked about and our parents, they're not that way at all. They want to see everybody get a T-shirt. They want to see everybody be successful. They want to see everybody. So really great group of people, and just super impressed with their professionalism and their selflessness.
Yeah, well, I appreciate you saying that too. And then, the last thing too, the 4.5 weeks was, yesterday was the end of the 4.5 weeks already. That's hard to believe. 4.5 more weeks than 9 weeks is approaching us. The season and this year is, really flying by pretty quick. You want to say anything as far as the academic side?
Yeah, no, I'm fired up, but I'm not real happy with our freshman class. Our freshman class has got some work to do, but in fact, we put out a list every week called the good grades list, and so any kid that has a D or an F, they're not on the good grades list, and so in our sophomore, junior, and senior class, we've got approximately 96 kids there, and we only had 16 on the bad grades that had bad grades.
Right.
So you're talking 80. You're talking almost 85, 90% have a C or better in every class. That's really good, especially when you get boys, teenage boys. They're not real serious about their academics.
Right.
So super happy with our freshman, junior, and senior classes. Freshman class, we had more kids on the bad grade list at the freshman level than we did in the other three classes combined. So we got some work to do with that. But they're new, and they're still learning the expectation, and I think we'll get that group's going to get straightened out and get going in the right direction academically. But like we said, winners win. I mean, if you're going to win on the football field, you better win in the classroom.
That's right.
If you're going to win on the football field, you better win in the community. You got to be a good kid. You got to be a good student. And because you get to do those three things, three things, you get an opportunity to play ball. It's a three-legged stool, man.
Yep.
Academics, community, football. Right? You cut one of those legs off, and the stool falls over. Yep. So. Winners win. We got to win in all three areas, and just super excited about our sophomore, junior, and senior class. They're doing a great job in the classroom.
Sounds good. Well, you said it. Winners win. All right. Well, Coach, we're going to let you get back in there with your team. So, good luck tonight, sir. Good luck to your coaching staff, and we'll see you here in just a minute. You're listening to Coyote Football on KSVPTV.com, 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM, Facebook, and YouTube. And I just want to thank the cast for KSVPTV.com, and of course, our producer, Tanner Todd. We'll see you here in just a bit as kickoff will begin.
Temperatures are falling, and Fulkerson wants to get you ready for the seasons ahead with the Right Fit membership program. For as little as $15 a month or $199 a year, you can rest assured knowing your unit is ready with biannual HVAC maintenance as well as reduced dispatch fees, even in the middle of the night, plus a 15% discount on parts as well as preferred scheduling. Be ready for the seasons ahead. Become a Right Fit member with Fulkerson today. Call 575-319-9984 to find out more. Fulkerson Plumbing and Heating, proudly serving Roswell and surrounding areas. Proudly serving Roswell and surrounding areas. When you or your loved one is miles away from the nearest hospital, Trans-Aero Medevac has you covered. Out in the oil field, accidents can't wait. The Trans-Aero Helicopter Medical Evacuation Response Team gets critical care to you fast. No matter how remote the site, when every second counts, trust the fastest lifeline in the sky, Trans-Aero Medevac. Proudly serving Southeast New Mexico and West Texas. Flown for free thanks to the partnership from the City of Artesia and Trans-Aero Medevac. Life support.
varieties you'll find this week at your local Farmers Country Market. Select varieties of DiGiorno pizza are $4.98 each, and select cans of Chef Boyardee pasta with meat are 5 for $5. In produce, extra large red or green seedless grapes are $1.99 a pound, and bags of Dole shredded lettuce are 99 cents each. In the meat department, family packs of 80% lean fresh ground beef are $4.99 a pound, and family packs of country-style pork ribs are $1.77 a pound. These are just some of the bargains you'll find this week at your local Farmers Country Market.
Welcome back to the Roswell Coyote Pregame Show. Now time for your Roswell Coyote Player Spotlight.
My name is Logan Hoover. I'm a senior. I play running back and wheel. My parents are Stephanie Hoover and Billy Hoover. My favorite subject is math. My favorite thing about being a Coyote is being part of the brotherhood on this team.
My name is Francisco Guzman. I'm a junior. I play quarterback and tight end. My parents are Frank Guzman and Mariah Aiken. Favorite subject is math. Everything about being a Coyote is the brotherhood.
My name is Isaiah Vithia. I'm a senior. I play strong safety. My parents' names are Alicia Vithia and Matthew Alvarez. My favorite subject is econ with Coach Lynn. And my favorite thing about being a Coyote is the brotherhood and the things we do together to come as a team.
Hi, my name is Isaiah Aranda. I'm a senior. My position is cornerback. My mom's name is Vanessa and my dad's is Sam. My favorite subject is probably math. Favorite thing about being a Coyote, just the brotherhood, man.
My name is Nathaniel Lujan. I am a senior. My position is running back. My parents are Sabrina Pice and Sunny Lujan. My favorite subject this year is economics. And my favorite thing about being a Coyote is the culture and the grind we put in.
My name is Charisma Guzman. I am a sophomore. My position is a manager for the football team. My parents are Mariah Guzman and Frank Guzman. My favorite subject is science or chemistry. My favorite thing about being a Coyote is being part of the team.
That's your Roswell Coyote Player Spotlight for tonight. Pre-game show continues right after this.
Ready, set, hurry on down to Tate Branch Roswell, where we finish first. Experience the Tate Branch difference here at Tate Branch Roswell, where business is done the Tate Branch way with honesty and integrity to deliver an exceptional customer experience. We have a huge selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs that are priced to move and are backed with a lifetime powertrain warranty. It's all backed by friendly hometown customer service that puts you first every time. So don't wait. Head on down to Tate Branch Roswell right here at 2000 West 2nd Street and drive home happy today. Tate Branch Roswell. Come experience the world-class experience you have been waiting for.
When managing a chronic illness, access to the right treatments makes all the difference. Artesia General Hospital's Infusion Center provides IV therapy and biologic treatments, so you don't have to travel far for care. Expert infusion therapy right here in Artesia. Call 575-736-8256 today to learn more.
And welcome back to halftime here as another action-packed Friday night of high school football.
Across the
It is
state of New
halftime,
Mexico.
and
Different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are one Eastern.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to KSVPTV.com and 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. You're listening to Roswell High School football. We're going to pause for just a quick second for the playing of the national anthem.
Thank you.
All right, welcome back. Welcome back to KSVPTV.com and 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM and Roswell Coyote football. We are here in high school football, week number 4. Art Sandoval, Kelly McDonald on a beautiful Friday night. Coach, good evening, sir. How are you tonight?
I'm doing great. 86 degrees, a little cloudy, beautiful New Mexico sky, a little breeze. Little warm for me, but perfect night for some football. We have two great teams, one of the better matchups in the state this week, and the start of district play.
Hard to believe, Coach. Hard to believe. Start of district play. Well, you know, the Roswell Coyotes coming in this contest 1-2. 0-0 in district. 1-2, winning the first contest against Los Lunas, 27-8, and then losing two consecutive games, 27-13 and 37-27 to Alamogordo and a very, very good Hobbs team. As for the Lovington Wildcats, they too are also 1-2 and losing to Hobbs 41-13, beating Portales 49-24, and then losing a close one to the Carlsbad Cavemen 31-28. And, Coach, this is going to be an exciting game. You know, if you missed the pregame, it was right about 12 to 15 minutes is way understood. You can go back and watch it. It's archived. But the interview with Coach Lynn was very good. Coach Lynn was also talking about the fact that he and his team really reflected, went back and talked about some of the things that happened the last couple of weeks, and making some of the adjustments and so forth. And he thinks that he has corrected a lot of that stuff already. So we'll see what happens tonight. But of course, he really has to key on a couple ball players. Number 2, Zachary Diaz, the running back wide receiver, and then of course there's kind of a dual threat coach. Number 18, Justin Allen, is the starting quarterback for Lovington, and of course Jaden Gutierrez is also a running back, and then will also possibly get some reps at the quarterback position. Is that correct?
That's correct, and you got to watch him with some trick plays because he is very capable as a quarterback as well. It's just that Justin Allen is really, really good. I'm a little bit surprised that the coach takes away any reps at all from Justin Allen. He's that good. Throws a really good deep ball, and they're not afraid to take the ball down the field. So it's going to be a big test for this young secondary, and I think if the Coyotes can win that battle tonight, then they likely win the war.
Coach, you watched a little bit of film today. You know, you and I had conversation as we always do, but what was the biggest thing that you saw besides those top players? What was, offensively for the Lovington Wildcats, what do the Roswell Coyotes defense have to watch out for?
Well, like I said, the quarterback can sling it a little bit. He'll go down the field. But the running back is good too. So, they're a relatively balanced team, and they're just going to have to stick with their assignments because they're also not afraid to throw a wrinkle out there, with a trick play here or there. Even on their extra points, they do some funky stuff on the extra points to go for 2 when the defense isn't expecting it. So, it's a team that you can't fall asleep on because they're very good and capable of beating just about anybody on any given night.
Okay, so Max Preps, the 5A classification, the Roswell Coyotes still ranked second in the 5A classification, and then, of course, the Lovington Wildcats are right behind them at the 3 spots. So it's going to be a great contest here in district play. But as far as the top 10 for the coaches poll, the Roswell Coyotes are still ranked number 2, and the Lovington Wildcats ranked 5. And then, of course, on some other polls, the Roswell Coyotes, after losing 2 consecutive games, they went from 11 to 8. Can you explain that, Coach?
Well, actually, they went up that high just on 1, just from last week. That's just this week's change. Right. So they went up 3 spots this week with that loss to Hobbs. So, you and I were joking before the game started, maybe we need to lose tonight so we can keep moving up the rankings. Of course, right. We don't need to lose tonight, but yeah, it's interesting, these rankings. And also, as we start district play here, what was interesting to me is the Max Preps has us at 2, Lovington 3. Coaches have us at 2 and Lovington 5 behind Gaston and Goddard. So right. That was interesting to me that Lovington not getting love from the coaches, but the algorithm still likes them, I guess.
Absolutely. Well, let's do the starting lineups here. Let's start out with the defense this week. Real quick, we're going to go left to right. Number 21 is Isaiah Aranda, cornerback, classified as a senior. David Gaman, defensive end, senior. Number 38 is Ethan Lopez, playing defensive tackle on the left side, classified as a senior. And then we'll go directly to the right side with number 78, Daniel Borrego, also a senior. And then number 51 is Jake Amador, junior. And then number 25 is David Frescas, playing cornerback tonight, and he is also classified as a junior. The linebackers this evening, the Sam linebacker will be the 5'11", 195-pound junior, number 11, Joaquin Bolaños. And then the Mike linebacker will be number 34, Jonathan Ellis, junior. And then number 32 is Cannon Ramage, will be playing the Will linebacker. Had a pretty good game last week. You mentioned him a lot on the defensive side, Coach. And then, of course, Nick Anaya, wearing number 3, playing safety. Had also a good defensive game last week. Had a lot of decent punts. Excuse me, and then also had an interception. And then, of course, number 9, Kyle Williams, the safety, is expected to return tonight on the defense, and I think that might help the Roswell Coyotes defensively as well.
Oh, absolutely. If he can go, and that's big against a passing team, as I mentioned earlier. It just lately, especially, there seems to be fireworks when these two teams come together. I mean, the only loss from one of the, statistically or otherwise, one of the best teams in Roswell High history, only team to beat us last year was Lovington. And, of course, we had that game back in, was it 18? It was in 19 when they played that 76-54 game in Lovington.
That was a thriller.
So, at the time, was the highest scoring game in the history of the state. But that record's since been broken. But, yeah, it just always seems like a lot goes on when these two teams get together.
Absolutely. So, all right, Coach, the Coyotes offensive line is going to be number 54, Isaiah Trujillo. He's playing left tackle, 5'10", 280-pound senior. And the number 74 is C.J. Kennard, left guard, 5'9", 285-pound junior. And then the center tonight will be number 50, Edgar Sotelo. And then number 72 is Daniel Chavez Gonzalez. Playing right guard, 5'10", 280-pound junior. And then Emmanuel Sanchez, wearing jersey number 77, right tackle, junior. And then, of course, the wide receiver tonight will be number 5, Colby Sanchez, 5'8", 150-pound senior. And then number 8 is Diego Sanchez, the tight end. And then as far as the slot backs and the running backs and the fullbacks tonight, Nathaniel Lujan, he is classified as a senior, will get the start, along with Allen Ingram playing slot, and then Noah Estrada. They have him down as fullback, but he will get some reps over at the tight end position. And then the senior captain quarterback, the 6'3" senior, number 17, Luke Lynn. So we'll see how that is. I did see Luke out there earlier. I know he was not feeling the best yesterday, but I think that today he was willing, he was feeling a lot better, and so hopefully we'll have a good ball game.
Well, he's a gamer. He wasn't going to not play. But, let's hope he's closer to 100% today than he was yesterday, as you said. The toss was won by the visiting Wildcats. They deferred to the second half, so Roswell Coyotes, I believe, will be receiving the ball first. They will.
All right.
And it's going to be Isaac Gonzalez, Brendan Duran, and Allen Ingram.
All right, Coach. Also, I know we just have about a minute or so, if that. Also going on here in Roswell, besides the air races, we have a big volleyball tournament, the Zia Classic Tournament, one of my favorites, one of your favorites. And, of course, it looks like, as of right this moment, it looks like the Roswell Coyotes are going to be in the gold bracket taking on Goddard at 9 a.m. And then, of course, Mayfield will be playing Oregon Mountain at 11. And then, of course, in the bronze bracket, it'll be Miramura playing Lovington, Alamo versus Clovis. And then that's going to be at the Goddard Auxiliary Gym. And then that's a silver. Yes, silver bracket is Carlsbad, Los Alamos, Artesia, and Hobbs. And we'll get confirmation. I think that game is going to be played over at Goddard. So we'll get that information here and keep on giving that throughout the night. So, all right, here we go. We're just seconds away from kickoff. All right. And it's game time. And there's the kick. And just like that, a touchback. And the Roswell Coyotes will take it over on the 20-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 20. And I want to see what the Roswell Coyotes will come out in.
Well, I think Coach Lynn would have preferred to win the toss and defer, but I'm okay with the offense being out here first, just because I think there's a little bit more pressure on the defense in this game. But I'll tell you what, I know Luke Lynn would rather have the ball first, so we'll see how he's doing.
Excuse me. Yes, sir. Okay, so it is going to be Luke Lynn at quarterback, and Roswell Coyotes wearing the white tops, black trousers, black socks, and here comes Luke Lynn on the Roswell Coyotes, and just like that, we'll hand it off to number 22, Nathaniel Lujan. Bring up a second down, and I think Nathaniel might have
just a yard.
1 yard, so it's going to be +1, 2nd and 9. Coyotes are working call it the left hash.
Oh, now they're going to back it up.
Is there a flag already?
No, they're going to back up the spot.
All right, so Nathaniel Lujan is going to come out of the ball game. It looks like he is limping and might be injured already on this first place.
The shoe is off. I think that, but he is, that might be part of the limp is the shoe off, but maybe not. No, he's
hurt.
He's hurt.
He's hurt, and training staff is on him already. So, all right, it's going to be second down, and they're going to say it's second down and 10, so no yardage for the Roswell Coyotes. And there's going to be the handoff, and we'll gain 3 yards. I'm not sure who that running back is as of yet.
Number 8?
Yeah, that's going to be Diego Sanchez. Is that? No,
yeah.
I'm going to say.
Yeah, Diego Sanchez.
Diego Sanchez. I thought they said Duran, but okay. I do see Rendon Duran in the backfield now, so it's going to be third down and 7. The Roswell Coyotes working from the 23-yard line. Luke Lynn is going to dump it off over to Rendon Duran, and it's going to be incomplete. And just like that, it's going to bring a fourth down situation for the Roswell Coyotes.
Yeah, and that, to me, that's a drop. So a 3 and out for the offense. And Nicholas Anaya will do the punting. And as you said pregame, he had a great day punting last week. It's not always what you're looking for.
All right, there's Nick Anaya, and that one is going to be.
Yeah, got a hand on it.
Got a hand, not blocked, but it will be in Coyote territory.
Yeah, that's tough. That's going to only go down as a 19-yard punt that someone did get a hand on. No return. So this is not a great start for the Roswell Coyotes at all.
All right, so the Lovington Wildcats will be 1st and 10 from the 43-yard line, and they will be working left hash. Let's see what the Lovington Wildcats will start out with. It's going to be shotgun left, and there's going to be a handoff to number 2, Zachary Diaz, the senior. As we talked about earlier, Coach, the guy has a lot of tools. He can run, he can catch, and don't be surprised if the Roswell Coyotes can't take on or contain on this guy right here. It could be another game if they're not careful.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%. That was another guy you mentioned pregame having a good game last week, Jonathan Ellis, with a real nice tackle for nearly a loss. They're going to give him about half a yard on that play.
All right, so Coach, we talked about Justin Allen and then Jaden Gutierrez. Let's see who is in here this time. I think that's going to be Jaden Gutierrez at quarterback now.
Yeah, that surprises me, but that's what they do. They put the senior in and rotate quarterbacks.
Well, and there's another good run by Zachary Diaz.
Another tackle by Ellis. So 2 plays, 2 tackles for Jonathan Ellis.
And coaches, if you recall what we talked about last week, we were saying that when the last time the Roswell Coyotes lost 2 games in a row, well, actually they lost 4 games in a row, and that was back in 21-22 if I wasn't mistaken. And right now, Jeff Lynn and the Roswell Coyotes are trying to break that tonight. All right,
seems like a long time since they've lost multiple games in a row.
3rd down and 7. The pass up the middle. It's going to be caught and complete.
It's going to be short, though.
And, Coach, that was David Frescus on the tackle. That's going to bring up a 4th down situation. Let's see if Coach Bailey will go for it. I'm sure he will. Joshua Bailey, the head coach for the Lovington Wildcats.
Yeah, and they're going with Gutierrez in this critical 4th down situation. And that's probably because he's probably the stronger runner between him and Allen, and on a 4th down situation, you might want him to be a little more elusive, maybe get it with his feet.
All right, let's see what happens here on 4th and 2. 0-0 is the score. See if you have a quarterback lead. No, he's going to take it himself.
And he's taking off with it.
It is going to be a 1st down for the Lovington Wildcats, and you said a mouthful right there, Coach. He can throw the ball, but he can run it even better, and that's going to be a 1st down for the Lovington Wildcats.
Yeah, Gutierrez, you just have no idea how he's going to try to get you. On the season, he's 9 for 14 for 108 yards. That's a 64% completion percentage. He's got 17 carries for 129 yards and leads the team in receiving yards at 209. So, I mean, run, pass, or catch. He'll do anything for you.
All right, 1st and 10 from the 29. 0-0 the score. 8:29 left here in this first quarter.
Oh!
There's a bad snap. And let's see what Gutierrez does, and he did the right thing by just falling on it.
Yeah, and as a defender, you want to go in there as quiet as possible, maybe get him to try to scoop that. And it was number 15, David Galmond, who's going to get the sack on that.
All right. So now it's going to bring up a 2nd and 24. 7:59 left here in this first quarter. 0-0 is the score here from the Wool Bowl here in Roswell, New Mexico. Art Sandoval, Kelly McDonald. And here's the Lovington Wildcats, who will be shotgun left. And here comes Gutierrez again. Under pressure. He's going to take him himself. And the Roswell Coyotes, a little too much for Gutierrez.
Yeah, short gain. Let's see where they spot it. You're going to get him about 4 yards on that. But good job, good contain by the Coyote defense. Coach Lynn's defense, his baby this year. And that's new.
Yes, sir.
New in the storied career of Coach David Lynn. But
yeah, for sure. So, ladies and gentlemen, as well, if you want to, you're more welcome to text us some scores. We will get on Max Preps as well to get some of those updates. But if you get an update before we talk about it, please give us a text message and we'll get you on the air. Gutierrez under pressure, and it looks like there's going to be a flag on the play, and it looks like there might be a hole, but nonetheless, it is going to be an incomplete pass, and it will bring up a 4th down for the Lovington Wildcats.
Sorry, partner. I know that was coming back on the hold anyway, but boy, that should have been a completion right at the sticks. That to me, that's a drop by the receiver down there. So a little bit fortunate. Now let's see. They're going to go ahead and decline it and bring up 4th and 18.
Well, I think that's smart.
Oh, absolutely.
Now, here's the thing. If you're Coach Lynn and his defense right now, you're going to bring the house.
I don't know. I mean, there's whichever way you want to think about it. They're definitely set up to punt, so I think just your normal punt block.
Okay.
Punt block, punt receive.
Punt block, punt receive. Here we go. 4th and 18, 7:32 left in the first quarter. Kicking from about the 49-yard line. All right, there is the punt, and it's a nice one. That's going to be number 3, Nick Anaya. Great return, and brings it out to about the 38-yard line. So the Coyotes will be back in business here. 1st and 10.
All right, 27 yards on the return for Nick Anaya. As you said, a good one. Good return. There was a defender down there right in his face. He had to elude him initially, but once he did that, he made a real nice return.
Yeah, congratulations to Coach Savannah Romero and the Roswell Lady Coyotes. Their volleyball team here, most of them are listening. Some are here, but most are listening because they have to get up early tomorrow to take on the Lady Rockets. That game will take place at 9 a.m. in the gold bracket.
And we got a penalty on the return.
All right, so 1st and 10. Coyotes working from the 10-yard line, so it's a 10-yard penalty. Actually, no, more than that, isn't it?
Yeah, because they do it for that from the spot of the foul. So the hold was near the 20, and so they will start 1st and 10 from the 10 instead of all the way out at the 38. So essentially a 28-yard penalty.
All right, here comes Luke Lynn and the Roswell Coyotes. Lynn will put a man in motion. And quick pass up the middle, and it's going to be caught. And that's going to be a catch by Colby Sanchez, and a 1st down for the Roswell Coyotes.
21 yards on the connection between Luke and Colby. Nice little play action and little slant. And that's important when you're when you throw that ball from your 3-yard line. That's a big one.
All right, 1st and 10 from the 31. 0-0 is the score. 7 minutes left to play in this first quarter. Luke Lynn, pistol formation, will hand it off. And Coyotes will get positive yardage. And I believe that's going to be Nathaniel Lujan back in the ball game. So, Coach, it might have been just the shoe. Maybe it was a little bit of an injury, but he seems to be just fine.
Well,
that's not Lujan, Coach.
Oh, who was that? 28.
That's number 28. That's Luis Rodriguez.
Wow. Good job for the youngster.
Yeah, sophomore. All right, so stand corrected. We'll see what's going on with Nathaniel Lujan here in just a moment.
Oh, Brendan Duran for a loss of 2.
Shot that A-gap, Coach, and got Brendan Duran just as quick as he caught the ball. All right, Luke Lynn trots back to the huddle. 3rd down and 6. You and I had dinner already. We had the Peter Piper pizza. It was really good.
It was really good.
All right, Luke Lynn, pistol formation. Tries to draw the Lovington Wildcats offsides. 3-man front defensively for the Wildcats.
They're going to have to call timeout.
And there's going to be a timeout on the field. We're going to take one, too. The score 0-0 with 5:40 left. You're listening to Art Sandoval, Kelly McDonald, KSVPTV.com, 106.5, Roswell's Talk FM.
September super savings at National Furniture Liquidators. Super savings throughout the store, plus great financing options regardless of your credit. Big savings like an Ashley sofa, $298, 5-piece bedroom, $597, a queen-size mattress, $198, a TV stand with fireplace, just $397, or a 5-piece pub set, $297, and more. National Furniture Liquidators. When it comes to value, quality, and selection, nobody beats Shorty. $397 or a 5-piece pub set, $297 and more. National Furniture Liquidators. When it comes to value, quality, and selection, nobody beats Shorty.
All right, welcome back to the Wool Bowl. Coyote football. Score 0-0, 5:40 left in quarter 1. Coyotes 3rd and 6 from the 35-yard line, working the left hash. Luke Lynn, the quarterback. And we're still trying to get word on Nathaniel Lujan. That was potentially injured on that first play, and he's still on the sideline. He appears to be okay, walking out okay.
Well, no helmet, no shoe, though.
And that one's going to be Brendan Duran.
So they needed 7, got 6. Decision time now, 4th and 1 at the 40. They'll line up for it, even if they have to call their second time out, try to draw them off.
Well, I think right now, Coach, this is district play. I think you are 4th and 1. You're going to try to draw the Wildcats offsides here. They're going to have motion on this play, and look at that. You have the big quarterback.
Oh, that's the push to
easy.
Push right there, partner. They bring the big dogs in and get everybody keying on Bolaños in the backfield, and Luke says, hey, I'm the biggest guy back here. I'm just going to take it myself.
And he sure is. Every bit of 6'3", and guys, don't be fooled. He can throw, he can run, he can hit, he can do about anything.
Well, he leads the team in rushing this year with 84 yards, and obviously leads in passing as well.
All right, there's going to be the handoff and positive yardage again for the Roswell Coyotes.
And that's Luis Rodriguez, sophomore, getting his chance. Next man up.
Well, Coach, that's number 18, Logan Hoover.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just saw the 8.
Yeah, Logan Hoover got his first rush of this ball game. So we're going to call it 2nd down and 7 from the 48-yard line. Kyle's working middle part of the field. 4-man front defensively for the Lovington Wildcats. And that's going to be considered a pass and a loss to Isaac Gonzalez.
So, yeah, there's just something about that play that looks...
Doesn't look right?
Well, it just looks like you're showing them what you're going to do.
So it's going to be minus 3 yards.
On the 6.
Minus 6. I'm going from the original line of scrimmage, so it's going to be minus 6. You're exactly right. Coach, there's an injury on the field for Lovington. We're going to take a quick break. 0-0 is the score from the Wool Bowl. You're listening to Coyote Football, KSVPTV.com, 106.5, Roswell's Talk FM.
I'm Ben from Roswell Seed Company, And I'm John. We've been helping New Mexico grow since 1898. Seeds, feed, fertilizer, tools, all the good stuff.
Basically, if it grows in the dirt, we probably sell it. Or at least argue about how good it'll grow.
We're just down on South Main and we're always happy to help.
And hey, we throw in the advice and bad jokes, both equally unlicensed.
Go where the pros go. Roswell Seed Company.
0-0 is the score here in the first quarter. 3:52 left in the first quarter here, and it is count ball 3rd and 13 from the 42. The injury timeout was beneficial for the Roswell Coyotes. Coach, is that what you're thinking?
Well, they just had a little extra time to think about this play.
Look at that ball. Nice ball thrown. It's going to be caught. Let's see if he's going to be in bounds. They say he is. Good catch by Kobe Sanchez, and the Roswell Coyotes are back in action. Great throw by Luke Lynn, and even a better catch by Kobe Sanchez, and another first down for the Roswell Coyotes. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 21, and the Coyotes now are in Wildcat territory.
Great catch and a pretty ball there, wasn't it?
Sure was, and here comes Luke Lynn from that pistol formation again. Quick pass over the flat area, caught to Kobe Sanchez again. It's going to be close to the first down, but I think it's going to be short. We'll call it 2nd down and 1, and Coach, we have a lot of offensive threats, but I think Kobe Sanchez, with the experience that he has, I think that is Luke Lynn's favorite target as of tonight.
Well, so far, certainly is. I mean, 3 of the 5 attempts have gone to Kobe Sanchez and 3 of the 4 completions. But how about Luke Lynn? I mean, he's 4 or 5 and with a drop. I mean, he's been sharp.
Pretty good. 2nd and 1, and here comes Luke Lynn again. Pistol. 2 wide receivers to the top of your screen. That's going to be tossed over to the flat area again, and it looks like the Roswell Coyotes will strike first. Touchdown, Coyotes! And I believe that's going to be number 6, Isaac Gonzalez, from 12 yards out. And it is that Isaac Gonzalez for sure?
Yeah.
Okay, it is going to be Isaac Gonzalez. No, Coach. I mean, that's Kobe Sanchez.
No, it's Isaac.
Okay, that's underneath the pass. It is Isaac. Okay. Well, good deal. Kyle strike first. Lynn to Gonzalez, and the sophomore kicker will kick it in. And it is good. Kyle's lead 7-0. 3:22 left in the first quarter. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back. Kyle Football on KSVPTV.com, 106.5, Roswell's Talk FM.
If you're missing a tooth or several teeth, a dental implant may be the ultimate solution. Implants look and feel so much like real teeth that you probably forget you have an implant. Maupin & Brown Dentistry is one of New Mexico's most experienced implant providers, with literally thousands of implant patients who are absolutely delighted with the results. Call Maupin & Brown today for an evaluation. You'll be surprised how affordable implants can be. Maupin & Brown, your choice for experienced, state-of-the-art dentistry.
7-0 is a score. Coyotes jump out on top. Landon Gonzalez 12 yards out, and the PAT up and good.
Luke Lynn on that drive was absolutely perfect. He was, well, let's see. He was 4 of 4 for a total of 52 yards on that drive.
All right. That's good. So number 46 for the Roswell Coyotes. Actually, it's number 48, Benjamin Vera. Will kick it off, and the Wildcats will take over about the 26, 27-yard line on the return. And Coach, you're exactly right. Right now, with Nathaniel Lujan out of the ball game on the first play. Not sure what's going on with him. We'll find out. But Luke Lynn has been for real here in this first quarter.
I had Logan Hoover down for that tackle.
Trying to see who's going to come out of here. The Locusts come out. All right, it's going to be shotgun to the right. 1st and 10 from the 27, 3:15 left. Oh, my gosh. It looked like a flag there. I thought he was offsides. Looks like the Lovington Wildcats might have got away with it. So Gutierrez will keep it, and it will be second down for the Lovington Wildcats.
Aranda on the tackle, his second of the ball game. Going to bring up second and about 5. Well, now you got Isaiah Aranda limping off.
Oh, my gosh. All right, so let him go take a look, get a breather. He's going to get better to get back on that secondary. So here we go, second down and 5 for Lovington. 3:07 left in the first quarter.
Galman.
Oh.
My goodness.
So Galman on the tackle?
Yep. Loss of 4. His second tackle for loss already in this ballgame.
All right, so Joaquin Bolaños, the PA saying Joaquin Bolaños, but it was David Galmond.
Well, Joaquin cleaned it up. Galmond was in the backfield immediately and was the initial hit.
All right, 3rd and 9. Coach, is it still the same quarterback? I'm thinking it's Jaden Gutierrez still. It's hard to see from this angle.
No, the way you can tell is Gutierrez is quite a bit shorter.
There it is, and look at that.
Oh, jump pass, and he gets hammered. Oh.
They're going to say that's a personal foul. How can that be a personal foul? He's in the air as he's throwing it. He's not set.
That's terrible. That is terrible. That's going to be a penalty on Joaquin Bolaños, and it 100% should not have been called. They should have picked that one up. Roughing the passer.
So we're going to say roughing the passer. And the crew is Darren Jones, Thomas Martinez, Kendall Hart.
I mean, what do they want him to do in that situation?
Well, we're playing flag football. And, of course, David Solis. All right, 7-0, 2:17 left in the first quarter. And there's the whistle. Trips to the top of your screen. Here comes the Lovington Wildcats. Shotgun left. Getting direction from the sideline from Coach Bailey. Going to change the play. And in trouble is number 14, Gutierrez, and has some running room and the first down, and finally just steps out of bounds about the 37-yard line.
Yeah, about a 20-yard gain, but I think that one's coming back. So this is going to wind up being a 30-yard swing.
So it looks like it might be a hold on the Lovington Wildcats. Nice crowd here on the west side of the Wool Bowl. Coyotes and the Lovington Wildcats starting district play tonight. This is week 4 of New Mexico high school football. As you mentioned earlier, Coach, this is a beautiful evening. Just a nice little breeze, about 80 degrees. So it's going to be, still going to remain first down, so it's going to be a 10-yard penalty. First down and 20 from the 33-yard line. We'll call it the right hash, a minute 52 left in quarter 1. All right, Jaden Gutierrez, the quarterback for the Lovington Wildcats. You have Jude Madrid at the top of your screen. Pistol formation for Lovington. There's going to be the fake. And it's going to be handed off to number 2, Zachary Diaz.
Cannon Ramage and others in on that tackle.
So Diaz gain 1, so second down and 19 for the Lovington Wildcats.
Already got some interesting scores.
Talk to me.
Alamogordo ranked 14th up on Piedra Vista. In Piedra Vista, 7-0. Piedra Vista ranked number 11. And then Rio Rancho beating Centennial 9-0 in the first quarter.
Rio Rancho, Centennial. Look at that. You got Quas to the bottom of your screen now. Quick pass over. Watch the pass.
Oh, my goodness. Are you kidding me? Look at the athleticism.
That's Joaquin Bolaños on the tackle.
Well, and he might be a little fired up over that ridiculous penalty he got, but that is a huge tackle for loss for Joaquin Bolaños, and you see a deserved little celebration there. Boy, he went through 2 blockers, sniffed out that screen they were trying to set up behind that cluster. And, boy, I tell you what a play by Joaquin Bolaños.
This week the defense was prepared. I mean, especially when you get into that quad, you throw to the back receiver. You never know if you can just run it or if you can still throw it. But good job by Joaquin Bolaños. All right, Gutierrez rolling out to the right side, in trouble. And look at that. Coyotes doing their job defensively with about 5 seconds left here in this first quarter. And actually, the first quarter will expire. The Coyotes lead 7-0 here at the Wool Bowl. We're going to take a break. Listen to Roswell Coyote Football on KSVPTV.com, 106.5, Roswell's Talk FM.
Are you ready to succeed? ENMUR's dedicated facilities and faculties provide an exceptional learning experience, from academic programs to behavioral sciences, business, health education, or technical education. ENMU Roswell offers a wide variety of certifications and degree programs designed to take your education and experience to the next level. Eastern New Mexico University Roswell, worth the journey. Roswell's hometown university.
Success starts here.
Back to the Wool Bowl as the first quarter expires. Coyotes lead 7-0 on a 12-yard touchdown pass from Luke Lynn to Isaac Gonzalez, and the PAT was up and good.
Got an update from Memorial Stadium in Deming. It's Artesia 13, Deming 0, and they are still in the first quarter.
All right, it's going to bring up a 4th down situation for the Wildcats. Lovington in punt formation. Looks like Nicholas Anaya is around the 35-yard line. It is going to be a decent punt. Yes, look at that. Just continue to roll. Coyotes will take over about the 12-yard line.
That's a 57-yard punt with no return. So they flip the field with the punter. But the Coyotes do get the stop and get the ball back, which is the most important thing.
Yes, sir. That's
with
correct.
The lead, especially as we begin. Oh, you know what happened there? The quarter shouldn't have expired, and it did on the clock, so they had to run that one play.
You're right.
And that's why the buzzer went off during the play. So little confusion there. I wondered why we were still punting that direction. But looks like they've got it. As they usually do. Got it under control.
All right. So, well, just coach us to stay here. I mean, we'll be back here in just a second. But you want to talk about any more scores? You're talking about Artesia. Artesia has who tonight?
They're up 13-0 on Deming in the first. They're playing in Deming. Elida 60-8 over Floyd, and Taos at the half leads 28-6 over Aztec. Santa Fe 18-6 in the third over Albuquerque High. Los Lunas up on El Dorado 14-0 in the second. Hobbs over Parkland 7-6 in the second.
All right, and here we go as we begin the second quarter. 50-yard punt by Lovington, but it will be Coyote ball. Now the Coyotes will be going south to the north. Handed off from Luke Lynn. And I think I believe that's going to be Logan Hoover, if I'm not mistaken. We'll see here in just a second, Coach. Sorry for the pause, ladies and gentlemen. We're trying to get accurate numbers here for the Roswell Coyotes.
Yeah, that's
Logan Hoover. Yes. So nice run. +7 for Hoover.
Hoover again.
And Hoover will get the first down, but there's going to be a flag coming from the official on the north side.
Would be a first down, but
looks like it might be.
Looks like Lovington might be backing up, so
yes,
this could be on the defense.
A little bit of discussion here, so good deal. 7-0, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just now tuning in to KSVPTV.com and 106.5 Roswell Talk FM. No, they're going to call it a hold on the Roswell Coyotes, but then they're also going to call a face mask on the Lovington Wildcats, so it's going to be offsetting. Is that what they're saying?
That's correct. It's like it never happened. Neither penalty is assessed, and we will have second and three all over again.
All right.
Unfortunately, nice run again by Logan Hoover. He's showing that he can use that power to get some yards, tough yards.
All right, look at that, Coach. It's going to be a first down, I'm sure of it.
It's going to be close. I didn't see the ball carrier.
Well, again, I thought that was...
Yeah, that was Allen Ingram.
Allen Ingram with the carry. Coach, I'm having some trouble seeing the numbers. Are you?
A little bit. I don't know if it's because they get under the pads, but on the front of the jerseys, I'm having a little trouble.
Well, it goes underneath the pads, but they're going to call an official timeout. I think they might have a measurement here.
Yeah,
Is that what they're going to do?
That is why they're calling it.
All right, so let's just stay here. Let's see the chain gang will come on out. They're going to tighten the chain there, and the Roswell Coyotes are going to be just shy. No, they're going to call it a first down. And
that boy, Allen.
Coach, now I'm talking barely.
Yeah, I mean that football didn't get past that marker.
Well, you know it wouldn't be a Friday night if I didn't ask you how your New York Mets were doing tonight.
Oh, about as well as the Dodgers. They're losing to the Texas Rangers at the moment, but they're losing to everybody lately. So,
all right. So it will be a first down for the Roswell Coyotes. Lynn is under center. We'll have motion. And that is probably going to be on the Roswell Coyotes, maybe. Okay, well, is there a flag now? Hold on a minute.
Well, they blew it dead.
Yeah, there's the flag over here on the east side. I did see some movement from the Roswell Coyotes.
Yeah, so that's a procedure penalty of some kind. So that's going to be 1st and 15 back at the 17-yard line.
So we'll bring up a first down and 15 for the Roswell Coyotes. 10:54 left in this first half. Luke Lynn, the quarterback, in pistol. Coach, give me a number in the backfield. Is that Rendon Duran? It is. Rendon Duran with the carry. And I'm telling you what, Coach, I'm just waiting for this moment, or waiting for the moment. Rendon Duran has a lot of speed. And if he can just break one, I tell you what, he'll be off to the race. He could have a 70-80-yard touchdown. That's going to happen this year. Just mark my words.
Oh, I don't doubt that for a second. And, you know, you pair him with some of the other speed for those skill players. You know, we talked about Colby Sanchez. Obviously, Isaac Gonzalez has a ton of speed. But now, 2nd and 12, I expect them to go to the air.
Well, or...
Oh,
right there, wide open, and a drop pass by number 5, Colby Sanchez.
I tell you what, that was, yes, it's a drop. Okay, I'm agreeing with you that it's a drop.
But, go ahead.
It wasn't, it was a tough catch.
It was a tough catch.
Because Luke saw that no one was guarding him. And
flick it.
And he just had a little too much mustard. You've got to loft that one in there. It doesn't matter if he has to stop to catch it. You got to loft that one in there.
Coach, you and I, is there rain in the forecast? Because you and I agree on that play right there. So, no, I agree. Wide open and just a little bit more of a touch pass on that.
Yeah, he just got, I mean, and who wouldn't get excited to see a receiver? That was a sure touchdown. I mean, it looked like the one from last week. that was a sure touchdown with nobody guarding him.
Right.
But what is it with this? I mean,
yeah, well,
that one is a little more on Luke, I think. I mean, it's still a drop. But I mean, you could only get one hand on it. I'm not even sure it's a drop, to be honest with you.
Well, I think it's going to go down as a drop, but it's going to be 3rd down and 12 now. It's going to be a tight package here for the Roswell Coyotes. Luke Lynn dropping back to pass. And in trouble, and escapes trouble, and finally going to just throw it up in the air. And look at that. It's going to be caught by Rendon Duran. Nice play by Luke Lynn. In trouble. Lobs it up. And look at that. What a catch by Rendon Duran. And another first down for the Roswell Coyotes.
You want to talk about an instant correction for Luke Lynn. Different situation there, but my goodness. He just gave Rendon Duran a chance, and there's nobody close, so he just had to wait for it to come down. 41-yard completion to Rendon Duran.
First down and 10 from the left hash. 39-yard line is the Roswell Coyotes. And that one's going to be thrown up, and just a little bit too much. Pass was intended for Noah Estrada, and it'll be 2nd down and 10. I'm telling you, this kid right here, number 17, Luke Lynn, has one of the best arms I've ever seen.
Well, 6 for 9 in this one with 2 drops on those 3 incompletions. You got 2 drops. So, yeah, that arm sometimes gets him in trouble. You know, there, just once again, a little more lob. But, man, can he sling that football?
All right, so Lynn will be under center. The Coyotes will have motion. All right, Luke Lynn will reset.
He's a little frustrated.
And there's going to be the handoff again. I believe that's going to be Logan Hoover. And I'm loving this. I'm really loving this. Logan Hoover doing some of the dirty work.
Oh, absolutely.
Who does that remind you of?
A little bit of a kid named Sanchez. Yeah. 6 yards for Logan Hoover. His 3rd carry.
And when the Roswell Coyotes can do that in the backfield, I tell you what, that just creates another weapon for the Roswell Coyotes, and then you have that opportunity just to pop a pass into the end zone. I love it. I love the strategy of Jeff Lynn. I like what the Roswell Coyotes are doing as of right this moment. 3rd and 4 for the Roswell Coyotes with motion, and now there's going to be Luke Lynn going to throw into the flat area, and it's going to be another incomplete pass. Pass was intended for Noah Estrada.
And another drop, in my opinion. I mean, got both hands on it. It's a little high. But you get both your hands on it, you got to make the catch. And the Coyotes will go for this. And what I was going to say before the play was I thought Luke might try to get this first down with his feet. He should have had a first down and more right there. But look for Luke to run this one.
Well, it's going to be empty package here. Let's see what Luke Lynn will do here.
And empty backfield, I still say look for Luke to run this one.
Yeah, it could be a quarterback draw is what you're saying. All right, so there is the audible now.
Yeah,
Luke
that
Lynn,
changed the play.
from about the 38-yard line. There's going to be the snap. And it looks like the Lovington Wildcats will call a timeout. That means we'll take 1-2. Coyotes lead by 7, 9:01 left in this first half. KSVPTV.com, 106.5, Roswell's Talk FM.
September Super Savings. September Super Savings at National Furniture Liquidators. Super savings throughout the store, plus great financing options regardless of your credit. Big savings like an Ashley sofa, $298, 5-piece bedroom, $597, a queen-size mattress, $198, a TV stand with fireplace, just $397, or a 5-piece pub set, $297, and more. National Furniture Liquidators. When it comes to value, quality, and selection,
nobody beats Shorty.
All right, welcome back to the Wool Bowl. Lovington Wildcats. Coach Bailey called their first timeout of this first half. Luke Lynn went into empty set, changed the play on the line. And let's see what happens here, Coach. What's your thoughts?
Well, we're at the 9-minute mark here in the second quarter. 7-0 lead for the Roswell Coyotes. And I still expect them to try to get this first down on the ground. It's 4th and 4, and I really expect it to be a situation where there's not even an exchange, and Luke Lynn tries to get this himself.
All right. So the Coyotes get in the huddle. They're just about a yard away. Actually, they're going to be 4th and 4 now. Logan Hoover in the backfield, and they're going to give it to Hoover, and he is going to be close. I mean, very close.
It's going to be short.
And I think he's short, but the Coyotes are saying he has a first down. I don't think he does.
No, he's almost a yard short. It's going to be 3 yards for Hoover. They won't even measure that. And I like the confidence in Logan. And nothing against Logan. It's a good hard run. He nearly got there. But I'd like to see Luke roll out on that one.
Well, and again, my opinion. I want to make sure I say that. I don't want, my opinion. Especially with the, down a distance that it was on 4th and 4. I mean, yes, you're right. They had a lot of confidence in Hoover, and he could have did the job. I like the strategy, rolling out to the right, rolling out to the left. That way it opens up the opportunity for Luke Lynn to run it or even pass it.
Yeah, he's shown how good he is in that situation.
Yes.
Just on this drive.
And even if it's intercepted.
Yeah, that's
it is
fine.
what it is, yes. All right, it's going to be a flag in the play. That might be coming back.
Yeah, it's going to be a hold, I believe, on Lovington.
All right, we got the text messages coming in here.
Oh, yeah, what was your message?
Yeah,
I've got an update on the Artesia game.
Well, actually, just updates. People listening, barbecuing, doing their job.
Oh, hey.
Out on the grill, doing the swimming, I guess. Still kind of hot out there to go in the hot tub.
Oh, yeah. No, it's swimming weather.
Yeah. The steaks are on the grill, and so shout out to Mr. Barry Pritchard out there.
Update from Deming. It is Artesia 20, Deming 7. They're in the second quarter.
Okay. Last week we had viewers from the furthest for the high school game was from Wyoming. It's going to be 1st and 20 for the Lovington Wildcats. And the quarterback will be Jaden Gutierrez, and is going nowhere. You and I were on the air with Hutchinson and the New Mexico Military Broncos last Saturday. We actually had viewers from 20 different states, which was kind of nice, and probably more after this week. You'll be back on the air tomorrow doing New Mexico Military. I will be doing high school volleyball at the Zia Classic. And actually, you might be able to do one game with me tomorrow, I think.
Yeah, I think I'll do the early game with you before I head over to Colt Field.
Yep.
Look out.
Look at that. And that's going to be thrown and up the middle, but it's going to be incomplete. Good defense by the Roswell Coyotes.
Yeah, good pressure on the quarterback, good coverage in the secondary. It's exactly what you need from your defense. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 20.
All right, 3rd and 21, actually, from the 19.
Now you just need to hold. You got to make sure you know where the marker is. Keep your guy in front of you. Remember, both these quarterbacks, whoever they play at quarterback, can throw it and throw it well.
Dropping back to pass, and there's Lovington going to take a shot up the middle, and it's going to be wide open, and it's going to be caught. Coach, I think that's Elijah Rivero.
Got tackled by Nicholas Anaya. But what a ball there, huh?
Well, that's exactly right. You said it, a mouthful right there, Coach. They can run, they can throw it.
And, you said wide open. I don't know. That coverage looked pretty good to me. Just a perfect ball and a nice catch.
Well, and, it's like basketball, Coach. You might be covered, and but yet,
throw it anyway.
You still throw it anyway. You know what I mean? So,
well, especially on 3rd and 21.
All right, and there is the quarterback, Jaden Gutierrez. Has positive yardage. I think that's about 8 yards, Coach, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, maybe 7. He saw Joaquin Bolaños there and made a business decision, went down on his own.
Probably smart. Probably smart there. So, all right, so we'll call it 6 yards, Coach, and we'll go 2nd down and 4 from the left hash. It is the Lovington Wildcats. It's going to be shotgun left now for Gutierrez, the quarterback, and the Lovington Wildcats. There's going to be the handoff. And that's going to be Zachary Diaz, and the Wildcats will have a 1st down.
Brandon Janot with the tackle. A little help from Cannon Ramage as they rotate defenders, and I see Elias Lujan in there on the D tackle position.
All right, 1st and 10 from the 16. Lovington with the ball. There's the snap and the handoff. And we'll go nowhere.
Yeah, that's number 56 on the tackle. Did we find out who that is?
No response yet. Let's see here. Maybe nothing yet. So we will get that information. We have sent text messages and the spotters. We'll get that information here in just a moment.
Yeah, that's a tackle for loss even.
All right, 2nd down and 12 now. Gutierrez with the ball. Runs into Zachary Diaz. And that is going to be a sack for a loss.
Yeah, I'm giving that one to Ramage, although there were several Coyotes in the area. So consecutive tackles for loss right when you need them. As the Lovington Wildcats were in the red zone, but they've been pushed out of the red zone by this defense. It's going to bring up 3rd and 15 from the 21. 5 minutes and 48 seconds and ticking here in the first half.
Yeah, 7-0 is the Roswell Coyotes lead here in this first half. And I tell you what, this has been a pretty good ball game. Lovington ranked 3rd in the state in the 5A classification. The Roswell Coyotes fall in the 2 spot this week. Oh, man, I'm going to tell you what a block. Who is that young man right there? Number 78 for Lovington. That was a big block.
Yeah, but
Kevin Reyes.
But his quarterback wound up paying the price because he didn't see Cannon Ramage coming in from behind and absolutely trucked in there as he let go of the ball. And are they trying a field goal here? They are.
Well,
that's
all
a
right,
38-yard field goal.
From the 20, 30, 38-yard field goal. All right. So Lovington trying to get on the board. It's 4th and 15, and the field goal
deep enough
is good from 38. So now the score is 7-3 in favor of the Roswell Coyotes. We're going to take a break. Listen to Coyote Football on KSVPTV.com, 106.5. Roswell.
I'm Ben from Roswell Seed Company.
And I'm John.
We've been helping New Mexico grow since 1898. Seeds, feed, fertilizer, tools, all the good stuff.
Basically, if it grows in the dirt, we probably sell it. Or at least argue about how good it'll grow.
We're just down on South Main and we're always happy to help.
And hey, we throw in the advice and bad jokes, both equally unlicensed.
Go where the pros go. Roswell Seed Company.
All right, welcome back to KSVPTV.com. Coyote football here, and the Coyotes still lead by 4, 7-3. Lovington kicked a 38-yard field goal. Not a bad leg for the youngster.
No, it would have been good from a little farther. I mean, he didn't just blast it through up high in the uprights, but a real nice kick.
Still waiting on some information there. Trying to get the number 4. One individual on the Roswell Coyotes, and then, of course, the injury.
He's making plays. So
yes, he is.
We need to give him credit for it.
All right, so number 10 is the kicker. That's Caleb Aranda for Lovington.
Olin Ingram from the 7.
And, boy, he's off. And finally brought down about the 37-yard line.
Yeah, nice 30-yard kickoff return there for Olin. Just what the Coyotes needed here as they try to get another score on the board here before halftime. We've got 5 minutes and 8 seconds remaining.
Yeah, 1st down and 10. Just looking at the defense here for Lovington, coach. See if Lovington's going to try to bring the house here. Shotgun. And, Coach, you might get a number for me on that. I see a 2. It might be number 28 again. I think that might be Luis Rodriguez.
I believe it is. He looks too little to be just number 2, which would be Renan Duran. Yeah, that's Rodriguez again.
Yeah, so Nathaniel Lujan still on the sideline.
I don't think we're going to
see him for the rest of the night.
I don't.
So 1 yard gain for Rodriguez. So 2nd and 9 from the right hash. Quick pass over to number 6, Isaac Gonzalez. And Isaac off to the races. He's at the 40-yard line, 35-30, 25. And out at the 24-yard line is Isaac Gonzalez.
How about 40 yards for Isaac on the screen? Beautifully executed, and what a great initial move to cut that back immediately. Take it back to the middle of the field and then head towards the sideline. Just great field vision and obvious speed.
All right, 1st and 10 now from the 23-yard line. 7-3 is the score in favor of the Roswell Coyotes. 4:16 left here in this first half. Luke Lynn under center will have motion. And there's going to be Logan Hoover. Positive yardage.
I'm going to give him 6.
So plus 6 yards for Hoover and the Roswell Coyotes. So it's going to bring up a 2nd down, and we'll call it 4.
Well, I'll tell you what, I really, and you just mentioned it, but I got to mention it again. I really like what I'm seeing from Logan Hoover right now. I mean, to be able to come in here and say, okay, somebody's out, somebody's banged up, give me the football. Let me show you what I can do. And not trying to be Nathaniel Lujan. He's trying to be Logan Hoover, and he's doing a great job right now.
Well said, Coach. I like that. All right, 2nd down. They're going to call it 2nd down and 5. And this time it's going to be around, and number 6 for the Roswell Coyotes, Isaac Gonzalez. Not only can he catch, he can also run.
8 yards, first carry of the ball game for Isaac, and a 1st down on the 12-yard line.
All right, so 1st and 10 from the 12. All right, motion again for the Roswell Coyotes. And that is going to be Noah Estrada.
Coming back.
And that's going to be coming back, as that might be a hold.
So a hold on the outside. Negates a nice run by Noah Estrada of about 8 yards. It was a little bit down the field, so it may not be a 10-yard pin. Well, yeah, it looks like it's going to be a full 10 yards.
Okay. So the Coyotes threatening. Did you confirm that, Coach?
Yeah, no, it was holding, but
okay.
Boy, they're going to say it was holding in the backfield even. That's tough.
Yeah.
From where he threw the flag, it looked like it was about 5 yards down the field, but I guess not.
All right, so it's going to bring up a 1st and 20 from the right hash for the Roswell Coyotes. Luke Lynn at quarterback, and will hand it off.
That's the youngster, Luis Rodriguez.
And that's number 22. That's Nathaniel Lujan
back in the game. Beautiful.
So they're kind of throwing all kinds of curveballs here, Coach, at us. So it looked like he might have just maybe sprained his foot or ankle, but they wrapped it up, and he's back in the ball game. So that's good news for the Roswell Coyotes.
Well, and obviously he can still run on it. He got 11 yards on that carry, so that's great.
All right, so 2nd and 8 now for the Roswell Coyotes. Speed option. Let's see if Luke Lane will take it in himself. 5, touchdown Coyotes. And look at Luke Lynn from about 8 yards out, and another touchdown for the Roswell Coyotes. So 8-yard run. Is there a flag? There is a flag, so hold on a minute. That's going to be another hold. So they're saying it's not a touchdown.
Yep, and Papa Bear not happy with that call, but I didn't see it, but I'm not saying it didn't happen. But I didn't see a hold there. I just saw a great read and basically walking in the end zone.
We'll have to go back and take a look at that, Coach. I didn't see anything. Look at that.
And there it is. Coach Lynn just added 15 yards to that.
Well, look at this. Look at the official arguing that, and how that's not professional.
No, he threw the flag.
I'm talking about the official itself.
No, I am too.
Yeah, that's not very professional.
No, throw the flag and make the call. And, you know, and now they're going to might give a sideline warning as well. That's the indication. They may just be saying it, not actually calling it. But they're going to back up 15 yards on the unsportsmanlike here, and it's going to be second and nearly goal.
Yeah, I'm just not real big on that at all.
Well, they didn't back them up as far as I...
No, you throw the flag and let it be. All right, 7-3's the score, a minute 47 left in the first half.
Okay, so what I think they did is I think they threw the sideline flag, which is only 5 yards, instead of the unsportsmanlike, which is 15.
Well, still, look at that. And that is going to be a late hit.
But it's going to be an automatic first down. And Luke Lynn is complaining because he didn't see the flag was thrown, and the umpire says, I threw the flag, it's right there. But that was clearly roughing the passer.
All right, and that gets Jeff Lynn fired up on that play.
And I believe that an unsportsmanlike is going to be an automatic first down.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, 15-yard penalty, and they're saying it's still second down.
So it's not automatic. So after all this, 4 penalties in the last 3 plays, and we're kind of right back where we started from.
Yeah,
second and
11. Actually, we gained a yard.
Yeah, second and 9 now on the 11-yard line.
All right, so okay. He took it back. He says, I'm going to give you this personal foul. Start the clock, and here we go. Second down. No, they're going to say first down now over here.
Okay, so it is.
That is an automatic first down. All right, Logan Hoover with the ball, with the carry. Okay. Now the Coyotes are threatening inside the 10-yard line. Okay, so now let's get this correct for our viewers and our listeners. That was a roughing the passer, personal foul on the quarterback, 15-yard penalty. It's an automatic first down.
Yeah. So now that'll bring up second and about 8.
Yes, that's correct. From the ball's on the 8-yard line, so second down and goal.
No, they can get a first down.
Oh, they sure can. You're right. They got to get to the 1-yard line. You have 48 seconds left in the first half.
They need to be a little bit mindful of this clock.
And look at Luke Lynn. We'll just throw it into the end zone and incomplete. And I'm going to tell you, that ball was intended for Allen Ingram. Now, I will tell you this. It looked like it was a little behind.
It was. But, again, that's one that needs to be caught.
It needs to be caught. So now Benjamin Vera is going to kick the field goal, or the attempted field goal.
Yeah, 25-yarder. Certainly enough leg for this. It's just going to be about the accuracy.
So the field goal is up and straight down the middle from 28 yards out. And the Coyotes now lead 10-3. All right, we're going to take a break. Coyote football, KSVPTV.com, 106.5, Roswell's Talk FM.
If you're missing a tooth or several teeth, a dental implant may be the ultimate solution. Implants look and feel so much like real teeth that you probably forget you have an implant. Maupin & Brown Dentistry is one of New Mexico's most experienced implant providers, with literally thousands of implant patients who are absolutely delighted with the results. Call Maupin & Brown today for an evaluation. You'll be surprised how affordable implants can be. Maupin & Brown, your choice for experienced, state-of-the-art dentistry.
All right, right, we are back here at the Wool Bowl from 20 yards out, actually 25 yards out. Benjamin Vera makes it a 7-point ball game here. And, Coach, you like your field goal?
I do. We were discussing it during the break there, and I think if you're getting the ball back to start the second half, I'm okay with going for it there because, you don't give the ball to Lovington. But if you go for it there, you don't get it. Lovington runs out the rest of the clock, and then they get the ball. Here, get some points, extend your lead to a touchdown with just seconds left on the clock.
It worked out for the Roswell Coyotes, but you know my feeling.
Yeah, you're a little more aggressive there.
I'm a little bit more aggressive, but again, and I'm not saying that it's easier set up here than it is down there. So I mean, there's a lot of strategy and discussion by coaching staff, but I am a little bit more aggressive when it comes down to things like that. Again, I'm not saying that's the wrong call. That's just me. 10-3 is the score in favor of the Roswell Coyotes. 35.2 seconds left in the first half. Let's see what Benjamin Vera does here. Is he going to kick it deep? And
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, with the squib?
Yeah. I'm fine with it out of bounds.
Yeah.
They're a good special teams team, Lovington. They score a lot on special teams, whether it's kick returns, punt returns, whatever. I'm fine with kicking it out because you've only got 35 seconds. So
right.
The 35-yard line, I'm fine with that.
But you also saw what Jaden Gutierrez can do. I mean, yes, 35 seconds approximately. A lot of time left for this offense of the Lovington Wildcats. You have Gutierrez that can run. He can throw the ball. But, of course, the defense of the Roswell Coyotes is good too.
But look at this. Coach Murphy, he's opting to make him kick it again, which is your one of your options. You can back him up and make him kick it again. So now, first of all, I don't think he was trying to kick it out of bounds. I think he was just trying to squib it. But now, it kind of puts you in a little bit of a bind. I love the decision by the Lovington coaching staff there to make him kick it again. High risk, almost zero risk and high reward here for Lovington. So we've got to be careful.
Okay, Benjamin Vera will kick it again. And
now
that's
deep.
That's what I like to see, but let's see if they'll go into the... I was thinking about a starburst there for just a second, but no, there's going to be a flag, and that might be against the Roswell Coyotes.
Face mask, perhaps?
Yep.
So, with the penalty, if not for the face mask, it would not have paid off for the coaching staff to make him kick it again. A good kickoff by Vera. But with the penalty, it absolutely is going to pay off for him as they're going to have the ball near midfield now. And 26 seconds to work with.
All right, so this team where the ball will now be placed is going to be close to midfield, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 1 yard shy of midfield, so it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 49-yard line.
And now basically you can just take 3 shots down the field. I mean,
timeout-wise, the Lovington Wildcats have...
I think they've got two left, but if you're throwing it down the field, you're likely, it's a big gain or an incompletion that would stop the clock.
Well, they're going to throw it into the flat area, and that's exactly what they're doing. That's going to be another 1st down and out of bounds, which stops the clock and still have at least 3 opportunities to get in.
Well, and the other thing is, they have confidence in their kicker. He just made, what was it, a 38-yarder?
38.
So, they would just have to get another, 15, 20 yards before they could.
At least 20 to be comfortable with it. I mean, he might be good from further than that, but I don't know.
Well, his last one wouldn't have been good from too much further than it was.
Look at that.
But they're getting close now to the point where they can make an attempt.
Well, another pass and another catch. And that was caught by Elijah Rivero. And as you mentioned earlier, a very, very good Lovington team. And Jeff Lynn's going to call a timeout.
Let's see. He is
extremely hot at somebody who was supposed to be in the game and wasn't.
Isaiah Vitia. It looked like he might have been injured over here at first, wasn't it?
Well, I couldn't tell, but coaching staff thought he should have been in the game.
Well, let's just stay here, Coach. We're just seconds away.
Well, you get 2 straight completions, and maybe he wasn't in on the last play either. You know, maybe he should be in on he's a cornerback, so.
Well, there's no telling what happened there. I thought I saw over here on the north side of the 50. I thought maybe he was getting something rubbed on his shoulder there, but again, I could be mistaken. All right, 10-3 is the score in favor of the Roswell Coyotes. 16.7 seconds left here in this first half.
Yeah, Coach Lynn's getting grayer by the play down there.
Yeah,
they got another player not in the game that was supposed to be.
See that? Yes. That very, very observant. All right. 10-3 is the score. First and 10 from the 28. Lovington with the ball. Gutierrez with some running room. In trouble. He's going to throw it into the end zone and just incomplete.
All right, so now the clock working in the favor of the Roswell Coyotes because now you got 8 seconds. That's probably not enough time for 2 plays unless you throw an out to the sideline and try to get out of bounds before it goes off to give your kicker a little bit more room. Right now, it's too far for him to try. I mean, they're at the 28. That's a 44-yard field goal.
And
I just don't think they try that.
Well, if you look at this, Coach, too, I mean, you can barely see the flag now, but the breeze has shifted now. It's going out to the north, so you're right.
Let's see if they do that, if they try to get a few yards quickly or if they go to the end zone.
All right, so Gutierrez in trouble, and they're going to maybe call the last time out and maybe try the field goal now. I mean, what else do you have to do?
I think you got to throw it in the end zone, but it looks like they are going to try the field goal. All right, so the ball is on the 28-yard line. So you add 10 for the end zone. That makes 38. And then you add 7, usually back about 7 yards. So it's going to be a 45-yard field goal. And I don't think, it would have been close. The last kick maybe would have been good from this far, but it would have been close.
So answer this question then. So if they attempt a field goal, and it looks like they are, Coach, you and I understand this, but for our listeners, a little quiz for them. Can you return? If he misses and it goes into the end zone, in high school, in New Mexico high school football, can you return?
I believe you can. And I might have somebody back there standing in the back of the end zone, but Coach Lynn is not going to do that.
Well, it looks like is that number 10, if I'm not mistaken, Caleb Aranda has a good leg.
And watch the fake here as well. They do funky things out of their kicking alignment. So this could be a pass.
So this is from 35, 45-yard field goal is what they're saying.
45.
And look at that, Coach. He has a 45-yard field goal. Good. So that will, 45 yards out. Field goal. What a kick that was by Caleb Aranda. All right, Coach, the first half has expired. The score is 10-6 in favor of the Roswell Coyotes. We'll be back here in just a moment. KSVPTV.com, 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Travis Hicks, Richland Auto Group. Don't forget to make your way to the airport September 10th through 14th to see an awesome exhibition of high-flying speed and agility at the Roswell Air Races. In addition to the wonders in the air, there'll be food and games for the kids, as well as educational displays and demonstrations. This event has been a hit for some 50 years in Reno, Nevada. We're glad that they picked Roswell to be their new home, and we need to support the event. As such, the first 10 people to either of our Richland locations who says, "I believe in Richland's powertrain warranty for life will receive 2 tickets from one of the shows and will be entered in a drawing to win a family day at the races, complete with food, shade, a trip to one of the pylons, and some Richland swag. So get your tickets now for the greatest show in Roswell, the Roswell Air Races, September 10th through the 14th at the airport.
I'm Ben from Roswell Seed Company.
And I'm John.
We've been helping New Mexico grow since 1898. Seeds, feed, fertilizer, tools, all the good stuff.
Basically, if it grows in the dirt, we probably sell it. Or at least argue about how good it'll grow.
We're just down on South Main and we're always happy to help.
And hey, we throw in the advice and bad jokes, both equally unlicensed.
Go where the pros go. Roswell Seed Company.
Aranda again from 45 yards out. Beautiful kick. So here are your stats. Again, Ben Vera, a 25-yard field goal attempt that was good. He had 1 extra point, which was also good. Nicholas Anaya had a 27-yard punt. No punt returns for the Coyotes. 1 kick return, a 30-yard kick return by Allen Ingram. Defensively for the Coyotes, they're led in tackles by David Gauman. 3 tackles, 2 of those for a loss, including a sack. 2 tackles, also 3 tackles for Cannon Ramage. 1 of those was for a loss. Joe Diaz, 2 tackles, 1 for a loss. Jonathan Ellis, Isaiah Aranda each had 2. Brandon Janot, Nicholas Anaya, and Joaquin Bolaños each with 1 tackle. Joaquin's was a great one for a loss as well. Running the football for the Coyotes in the first half, it was Rendon Duran, 3 carries for 7 yards. Allen Ingram, 1 carry for 3 yards. Isaac Gonzalez, 1 carry for 8 yards. Luke Lynn, 1 carry for 5 yards. He did have an 11-yard touchdown run negated by penalty. Logan Hoover with 6 carries for a total of 27 yards. Nathaniel Lujan, 2 carries for 11. Diego Sanchez, 1 carry for 3. And Luis Rodriguez, 2 carries for 6. 70 yards on the ground in the first half for the Roswell Coyotes. Passing, it was Luke Lynn. 3, 4, 5 incompletions on 12 attempts. So that is 7 for 12. 154 yards, a touchdown. And I'll tell you, of those 5 incompletions, 4 were drops. So super hyper accurate for Luke Lynn in the ball game. Receiving, it was Rendon Duran, 1 catch for 41 yards. Isaac Gonzalez, 3 catches for 40 yards and a touchdown. And Colby Sanchez actually led the team in both receptions and yards. He had 3 catches for 67 yards. Partner, I think we can probably do our 8-minute interview before the band plays. So
Okay.
why don't we do that?
Okay, we'll be right back. KSVPTV.com, 106.5, Roswell's Talk FM.
And it's another action-packed Friday night of high school football. It is halftime, and it's time for us to talk with our RISD ADs. This week we got the big guy, Coach Britt Cooper, back with us. Coach, thanks for spending some time with us. How's things in your office this morning? As busy as usual, I'm expecting.
It's good, but it's busy.
Yeah, this is that kind of time of year where now, district play starts. And, of course, that kind of work you guys did months ago. So now it's just making sure, the stadium's ready for the home games and that kind of stuff. But
just got to make sure we get them played.
Yeah, get them, and hopefully weather will cooperate in the future here. We've been doing, with these rains here and there. So 'tis the season. But.
Yeah, you always got to be on the lookout for them.
How's as far as we talk obviously football and what's going on here, but there's a lot of other fall sports going on with cross country and soccer and other sports here, and of course, believe it or not, we're going to blink an eye and start talking about winter sports here, wrestling and basketball and all that before you know it too. So just a little update on some of the other sports right now.
Well, currently, right now for Friday and Saturday, we've got the Zia Classic going on.
Yes, big weekend for that.
Yeah, for volleyball, we've got 12 teams in the tournament, so it's going to be a pool play on Friday starting at 11 a.m. And then, of course, Saturday we've got the bracket. We'll have 3 different brackets, so where they end up with.
I believe we will be carrying those on KSVP TV here in the Coyote and the channels there for the teams there for that. There, Goddard on one and Rouse on the other.
Yeah, we'll have it going in both gyms, so it's always good volleyball action.
Absolutely. And, of course, get tickets. Go out there. And, like I said, these tournaments are fun. If you ever it's kind of the way to do it when you go to, like, volleyball or basketball or some of the they do these, or baseball for that matter, too. It's you really get, it's great value. You get there all day, and you can literally just watch volleyball all day long and check it out, make fun, and just make a fun day of it. And it's a great way to support the schools. And, of course, if you have the passes, if you get the school pass or the RSD passes, those will allow you, and you just walk in, flash your badge, and go.
Well, with the tournaments, they have to.
Those are different because the
they have to
NMAA
have a pass, but they can get a discounted price for them.
Very good.
Yeah, because the regular passes don't work on invitational tournaments.
Gotcha.
Or district or state. So.
Okay, so be note there, you will pay to get into those.
Right.
But like you said, you can get a pass discounted. And
they can get that at the gate, or they can go online and look at GoFan, and however they want to do it.
Because obviously, with tournaments, your team's going to be playing multiple games and stuff. You want to catch them, and usually in these, do Goddard and Roswell, are they going to be playing the late games guaranteed, or is that it's just
not necessarily?
With I know, like with Pocorn and stuff, we generally do that.
Yeah, we do that, but with volleyball, it's kind of the way it hits because we've got 3 gyms that'll be going simultaneous on the bracket tournaments, and just kind of depends where they land.
And they need to get those seeded games in to get to the next round. So if one of our local schools get into the higher seeds or whatever, that could delay things a little bit, or vice versa. If they're at the bottom and we stick them in the
there'll be a 2-game tournament's what it'll end up being. So it'll be a lot of good action. So.
I haven't had a big chance to follow much of the volleyball. How's our Goddard and Roswell schools looking this year?
They're doing well. Goddard's off to a pretty good start. They got second in their bracket over at the Las Cruces Sweet 16 tournament last week. Roswell struggled over the tournament, but they're going to be fine. They're just young.
Sure.
They graduated a lot of seniors. They had a state tournament team last year, and they gave Portales a good match. Took them 4 on Tuesday, so they're improving.
Good deal.
So they're going to be fine time district gets here.
Good deal. And so this weekend will be perfect for them because this will be about as close to playoff style volleyball that this team will see, and that's going to be a great experience for those, like you said, those underclassmen, those younger players here.
Yeah, they just need the reps, and that's what's great about the tournaments with all the pool play. They get a lot of games in, and they're going to improve. And like I said, Goddard's got a somewhat young team, but they're putting the pieces together, and they're playing pretty well right now.
Should be fun to see them here in a month or so when they start hitting district and state tournament.
Right.
So catch them this weekend while you can and all that. Anything in cross country or soccer we want to highlight?
Cross country went today to Ruidoso for their meet this week, both Goddard and Roswell. Soccer, they've done a good job. The boys just won the Calhoun Classic last weekend. That's the first time that Roswell's won that in several years.
That's a feather in the cap.
They beat Mayfield and Centennial in the last 2 rounds. So 2 quality
big
schools. Yeah. So that was good. Goddard ended up losing the 3rd place game in a shootout in overtime, but they played pretty well as well. So they got some good experience. The girls, they've been playing regular season. Both have had a lot of injuries, so they've kind of been slow getting going, but hopefully they get healthy by the time we get ready for district.
I was about to say that could pay dividends later down the road if they can get this now, and that that's going to be a much more experienced and better team when it comes time to compete for trophies.
Anytime you have injuries, and certainly when it's some of your older kids, and it it's going to pull the young kids into to play more, and it's going to make them better.
And actually, to be honest, this bodes well for next year's squad. You got maybe these young players wouldn't have gotten as much playing time. I mean, want to kind of call it a blessing in disguise. There's a little bit of that,
right?
But assuming hopefully the injured athletes can get enough reps in and stuff, so when they are healthy, they're up to game speed and game conditions.
And I think most are kids that are going to be able to come back and play this season. There's no season-ending injuries, and that's always a good deal.
So those might be some.
You're going to have some injuries in sports, no matter what you're playing.
Those will be some much-needed boosts. Probably at times the team could really use it. So it'll be nice. But again, another exciting season for them to watch. So get out there and support these kids. Come to these events on the weekends or in the evenings, and some of the stuff we do carry on KSVP TV. You can go ahead and catch a lot of it there. A lot of the these tournaments and stuff we'll have there for you. So get out there and support the kids and everything, but including the Friday night stuff.
Oh yeah. And that's the thing with district opening up tonight with Goddard's down at Santa Teresa, of course, and then Roswell's here with Lovington, so it's here already. I mean, with that big district, with 8 teams, 7 out of their 10 games are district games. So
it takes some getting used to still, even though, because we're so used to having like a 3-team district.
Yeah.
And, by week 7 or 8 when we start talking district instead of week 3 and 4.
Right.
And
you just have the four teams and the 3 games, and now it's double that.
Yeah.
So. Well, but it's going to be exciting. I think both teams are looking good. I think that Roswell and Goddard both are going to make a deep run in the playoffs.
Absolutely, it's going to be it's exciting because in essence every game's a playoff game. It really is. It really at this point. I mean, literally they could have gone 0-3 and win out now and be district champs and go on. Right. I mean that didn't happen obviously, but that's these games mean so much more, and it just. Right. The level, it's even in the locker rooms, and those players and those coaches know it too. They get a little more excited when district play comes, and so
exactly.
So people are going to be flying around. Is that going to happen? So, Coach, is there anything we missed that we wanted to cover, or did we get it all?
I think we've touched on all the sports for the fall, and like you said, the winter coaches are already working their kids out and getting ready, for their season coming up, and a lot of those kids are in fall sports as well. So, but it's all coming to a head pretty quick to start winter sports in November.
Yeah, we're a couple weeks now. We're talking basketball and wrestling here.
Yeah, that's crazy, but it goes fast.
It is, and then it'll be graduation, and we start all over again. So.
True.
But Britt, as always, appreciate the visit here, and we'll see you in 2 weeks because I think Mika will be back with us next week here.
Yep.
So
we'll see you then.
We'll see you then, and thank you, sir. And anything else we can do, please don't hesitate to ask.
Thank you.
Miles away from the nearest hospital, Trans-Aero Medevac has you covered. Out in the oil field, accidents can't wait. The Trans-Aero Helicopter Medical Evacuation Response Team gets critical care to you fast. No matter how remote the site, when every second counts, trust the fastest lifeline in the sky, Trans-Aero Medevac. Proudly serving Southeast New Mexico and West Texas. Flown for free thanks to the partnership from the City of Artesia and Trans-Aero Medevac. Life support by Air.
All right, welcome back to KSVPTV.com. We're here at the Wool Bowl. as the Roswell Coyotes are taking on the Lovington Wildcats here in this first district contest. Art Sandoval, Kellen McDonald. 10-6 is a score about 5 minutes and 10 seconds before teams come back on the field here. Coach, right now, before we even start talking about football, it looks like the Big Red Band will be performing here, and we can talk briefly and then let them perform. How's that sound?
Or just let them have it right now. I think they're ready to go.
Are they ready to go now? Okay, let's do that then, Coach. Let's wait. Oh, Dan Gomez is still getting set up there, so I'm looking at Dan Gomez, Dr. Gomez, our band director. But yeah, it's been an interesting first half, Coach. 10-6, and a lot of times you don't see a lot of field goals in high school football, but tonight we have.
Yeah, and I know that Coach Lynn is very confident in his young kicker, Ben Vera, and he showed that. Kicked one with plenty of distance on the shorter field goal, but even more impressive was Caleb Aranda with the 2 field goals, one of them from 45 yards.
All right, we're going to pause for just a minute as the Big Red Band will perform.
When you or your loved one is miles away from the nearest hospital, Trans-Aero Medevac has you covered. Out in the oil field, accidents can't wait. The Trans-Aero Helicopter Medical Evacuation Response Team gets critical care to you fast. No matter how remote the site, when every second counts, trust the fastest lifeline in the sky, Trans-Aero Medevac. Proudly serving Southeast New Mexico and West Texas. Loan for free thanks to the partnership from the City of Artesia and Trans-Aero Medevac. Life support. Dion's is homegrown right here in New Mexico and is the perfect place for team dinners, family gatherings, and all your catering needs. Stop by their location on South Main and West Wildy in Roswell for the best pizza, salads, and subs in town at a price that won't break the bank. Dion's makes it easy to bring together your favorite people with your favorite food for any occasion. Visit Dion's.com to order ahead for dine-in or pickup. That's Dion's.com.
Your home by controlling pests that invade. Bob Reed Pest Control understands the importance of safety in and around your home from unwanted pests, and they offer answers and solutions when you need them most. Protect your home, your children, and your pets from the dangers of poisonous bugs and insects. Let Bob Reed Pest Control and their fully licensed professionals start working for you and your family today. Find them online at bobreedpestcontrol.com or call 575-623-5344. Serving all of Southeast New Mexico.
Some wounds need expert care to heal properly. At Artesia General Hospital's Wound Care and Hyperbaric Medicine Center, we use advanced treatments like hyperbaric oxygen therapy to help chronic wounds heal faster. If you or a loved one has a wound that won't heal, call 575-736-8235 today and take the first step toward recovery.
Picture this. You're behind the wheel of a John Deere compact tractor. You're effortlessly breaking ground, moving piles of rocks just by moving a lever, and enjoying the sun as you clear brush across your pasture. We could keep trying to put you in the moment, but to really understand what this feels like, you just have to get in the seat.
Stop by Pecos Valley Equipment in Artesia and Roswell, or visit us online at pecosvalleyequipment.com.
Back to Kyle Football, KSRPTV.com, 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. About 2 minutes and 25 seconds before we start the third quarter. And I tell you what, this is the first district contest. Both squads 1-2 on the year. But I tell you what, Coach, this first half was a thriller.
Absolutely. It absolutely was, partner. And, you know, just kind of what you expect from two really good, highly ranked teams playing, even though it's early in the season. You know, this is kind of what I expected. I didn't expect to blow out either way in this one. I expected it to be competitive. I'm a little surprised at who's played the most quarterback for Lovington, and I'm not sure why that is. Because really, you know, the consensus was, you know, talk to Mr. Grenay at New Mexico Preps. You know, he had a lot of good things to say about Justin Allen. Talked about the connection to Jaden Gutierrez and how he expected there to be a lot of that. And Justin Allen hasn't hardly played at all. I mean, he started the game, but only played that first series, and then it's been Jaden Gutierrez since then. So,
well, Coach, you know, we talked about just briefly before the big red band started playing. Again, we don't really see too many field goals in high school football, and of course tonight we've seen just that. I mean, a 38-yard field goal by Aranda for Lovington, of course, then a 45-yard field goal from Aranda, and then a 25-yard field goal for Benjamin Vera for the Roswell Coyotes. How often do you see 3 field goals in a high school game?
Well, yeah, very rarely do you see 3, and we had 3 in the first half. So that's really something, especially in this area. You just don't kick a lot of field goals.
And then especially a 45-yard field goal into the breeze, and that's pretty impressive.
A 45-yard field goal is not automatic for professional kickers. I mean, that's impressive.
Really is. So, well, yeah, the Roswell Coyotes coming in this contest, if you're just now tuning in to KSVPTV.com, coming in this contest in the 5A classification, ranked second, and the Lovington Wildcats ranked third. Coach, one thing we haven't talked about, we did briefly, but maybe you give us some updates throughout the state. Is there anything big?
Well, I know people probably wonder why we haven't updated anything from Goddard at Santa Teresa. That's because they were in a delay, an extensive delay, because they just kicked off in the last few minutes. So they are an entire half of football behind due to lightning in the Santa Teresa area. So we'll try to keep you updated on that one. The other scores I don't think are much different from our last update. There's an interesting one where, now Cleveland has taken the lead over Las Cruces at Cleveland, 21-17 in the third quarter. Great one going there. And Artesia still showing quarter 3, 20-7 at Deming.
All right, we're just seconds away from the second half, and text messages still coming in here. Quick shout out to TC Nusser, our new head baseball coach. He is listening and also doing a barbecue at his place. And Coach Nusser, sorry about that. We're just seeing that ball went out, so they're going to take over. About the what, Coach?
Well, it went out of bounds, so it
went out of bounds.
35-yard line.
35. Okay, yeah. So anyway, he was listening to it, watching it, and having a barbecue. He said himself. So.
Well, and now they're talking to the young kicker, Ben Vera. They're telling him, hey, we don't want that out of bounds. You know, we want it angled. We want it short, but we don't want it out of bounds. So
they're going to re-kick.
Yeah, they're making them re-kick again. Right. And I'll tell you what, I said they're dangerous in the special teams, and this just, proves it.
It proves it, yep.
And they could have the ball at the 35-yard line. and they're saying, nope, we want a return of some kind. And so, he's got to keep it in bounds because they can keep doing this. They can keep making them re-kick. So I expect this one to be angled less and much deeper, kind of like the second kickoff to end the first, or not to end, but towards the end of the second quarter. So expect this one to be headed down here to the southwest corner of the field.
How crazy would it be just to go ahead and do an onside kick?
Not wise. At the not wise end of crazy.
There it is again.
It's going to go out of bounds. And they'll make him kick it again, I'm sure. Or he can take it at the 40. Looks like
so
they're going to kick
they
again.
have 5 yards every time?
Every time. It's a 5-yard penalty every time. And no, that's frustrating for Ben because I know he's not trying to.
Well, kicks out of bounds again. It's 5 more yards.
No, they'll keep doing it until he's kicking, inside the 5. And obviously that's not going to happen. But so now he'll kick from the 30. And I don't know, at some point you just say, hey, just kick it down the middle. Well, but every time there's one of these penalties, there's less chance of your onside kick idea. A little too aggressive there, pardon me.
No, that's I'm with you on that. I'm just thinking right now, just kick the thing, just kick it.
Well, you're putting pressure on your cover team, more pressure every time that happens, but it just shows you the respect they have for the return game of the Wildcats.
Okay, 10-6. And we're still trying to get this third quarter started.
Hey,
there it is.
Stay in bounds. And look at this. Hold up. Check up.
And that's going to be a touchback.
And after all that, now he's happy. Now he's fired up and he's slapping hands, and rightfully so. What? Real nice kick there. Kicks it between the defenders if he was trying to, and has it roll all the way through. So
do it every time from here on out. Okay? All right. Agreed?
Well, I mean, he kicked off from his own 30, and they get it. They could have had it at 40 if they'd taken the second penalty.
And now it's going to be at
they could have had it at the 40. So
20-yard line.
They risked. That was the risk reward for Lovington, and now it pays off for Roswell. So we are finally underway.
All right, first down and 10 from the 20-yard line is the Lovington Wildcats, and look at this. In trouble is the quarterback, but he has wheels and escapes.
And another business decision after getting...
Oh, I thought there was a flag there for just a second, but there wasn't. It was Jaden Gutierrez using his legs, and he will have another first down.
And he is aware of where Joaquin Bolaños is on the field. Well, if he sees number 11 in front of him, he's basically going into the slide. Well, and actually, I don't like that spot. I think you have to spot the ball where he gives himself up, and is about a yard short of that. But.
All right, first and 10 from the 30. Here comes Lovington again. Gutierrez will hand that off over to number 2, Zachary Diaz. And
tackle for loss for Jonathan Ellis.
You're going to give him a loss of 2, Coach? Is that what you're going to do?
Maybe just
one. I'm not real big on the spots. You're exactly right. All right, second down and 11, so it's going to be -1. 10-6 is the score in favor of the Roswell Coyotes. We are here in the third quarter. All right, Gutierrez will throw to the flat area, and it's going to be caught.
Oh, escapes.
And escapes. Now it's going to be number 9, Elijah Rivero, with the reception. Okay, so it's going to be a third down, and they're going to call it third and about 2 from the left hash. And I'm real impressed with this quarterback coach, Jaden Gutierrez, but we haven't seen Justin Allen here tonight. I wonder what's going on.
I don't know. He had the many more reps as the starting quarterback.
Oh, and he's going to have the first down.
Yeah, depending on the spot, but the way they've been spotting, they've been pretty generous. It looks like they're going to say first down.
Looks like they just wanted to make sure it was a first. You see that? Look at the pylon, look at the chain gang, and said, oh, wait a minute. Let's move it up just a little bit. It's a first down. No, I'm kidding. I don't want nobody to get hurt. So it's going to be first down at 10 from the 40.
You're going to have Hooter calling.
Well, that's okay.
getting mad at us.
That's okay, too. Not the first time. All right, it's going to be, again, it's going to be Zachary Diaz and a gain of about 5.
Cannon Ramage with his team-leading 5th tackle of the ball game. Galmond and Borrego will come out in the D-line rotation. Elias Lujan in there.
Okay, 2nd and 5 from the 45. 10-6 is the score. And look at that dump pass real quick. And another first down, and dumped it on over to number 9, Elijah Rivero again. First down and more for Lovington.
Yeah, this offense is potent. I mean, they can move the ball down the field, and, you know, I know our defense is good, but, you know, this is a team, they only scored 13 against Hobbs, but 49 against Portales, 31 against Carlsbad. They can put points on the board. So holding them to 6 in the first half was a great job by the Coyotes, but they can score quickly and in bunches.
All right, first down and 10, 41-yard line. Gutierrez is going to go back again, and this time it's going to be incomplete. Look like the Roswell Coyote defense just kind of went through that A and B gap quickly and forced the incomplete pass.
Well, I don't know if that play had a chance to develop something there or not, but it was covered so well that Gutierrez just threw it in the ground. I mean, he just threw that away. He wasn't trying to complete that ball at all.
All right, again, it's going to be Gutierrez, the quarterback, pistol formation for Lovington. From the 41, Gutierrez in trouble and escapes trouble. In trouble again, escapes it again, and finally brought down.
And honestly, that was almost still a sack. It looks like he's going to get about a yard out of it. And I think it was Joaquin Bolaños who finally was able to corral him. But how about that elusiveness?
Joaquin Bolaños, you were saying earlier, how many tackles did he have in the first quarter or the first half? 3? Okay, so 3rd down and 9. So you are correct, Coach. Just 1 yard. A 1-yard gain for Lovington.
We're in a 10-6 ball game here with 8:19 remaining here in the 3rd quarter.
Going to the air, and that has a chance to be caught, and it is. Finally, Joaquin Bolaños.
Yeah, but he got lost in coverage there a little bit.
And Isaiah Aranda also involved in the tackle.
Yeah, really, he was in position to get a pick there, but didn't realize the pass had been thrown.
Well, it looked like it was underthrown.
Couldn't turn around and make a play on it. Yeah, I don't know if it's underthrown on purpose. I mean, that would be pretty.
I thought, honestly, I thought he was trying to throw it out of bounds, but with the pressure, I think it was underthrown due to the coverage of the Roswell Coyotes here.
Yeah, and if Joaquin can locate that, that's probably picked and going the other way.
Okay, sorry, Coach. I'm getting there. Looking at the offense here. Again, that's Diaz with the ball.
And he's pretty good. Is
that number 15? I do see Joaquin Bolaños. I think that was David Gummond. And they're going to say Isaiah Aranda also was involved in the tackle.
And official timeout for some reason.
All right, 10-6 is the score, 7:20 left in the 3rd quarter.
Injury timeout.
All right, we'll be back here in just a moment. KSVPTV.com. Listen to Coyote Football. We'll be right back.
Ready, set, hurry on down to Tate Branch Roswell, where we finish first. Experience the Tate Branch difference here at Tate Branch Roswell, where business is done the Tate Branch way with honesty and integrity to deliver an exceptional customer experience. We have a huge selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs that are priced to move and are backed with a lifetime powertrain warranty. It's all backed by friendly hometown customer service that puts you first every time. So don't wait. Head on down to Tate Branch Roswell right here at 2000 West 2nd Street and drive home happy today. Tate Branch Roswell. Come experience the world-class experience you have been waiting for.
All right, welcome back to the World Bowl. Had an injury timeout. It was Zachary Diaz for Lovington. And there's going to be a flag on the play. That might be coming back. It might be a hold on Lovington. Looked like Jaden Gutierrez with the carry.
Yeah, but did he line up as the running back on that play?
He did.
And Elijah Rivero, listed as a senior wide receiver, was the quarterback.
That's correct.
Boy. Looks like
a monkey wrench in that, didn't it?
Yeah, I think Gutierrez is going back to being the play caller here as he's heading to the sidelines to get the play. But boy, they run some funky stuff, don't they?
Oh man, I tell you what, that's Lovington.
10-6 ball game, 7:02 remaining. And it's going to bring up second and long here, about 15 from the 30-yard line.
Yep, second and 15 from the 30. Unless he was lined up at quarterback this time. Is that going to be
Elijah Rivero? And why wouldn't they go back to Allen? He must be hurt.
I don't know. We'll see what happens here. There's going to be the handoff, and there's the quick pass, and that's going to be, they're going to say it's going to be caught.
Yeah, they are.
About the 23-yard line.
Yeah, about 6. Yeah, so that, you got your quarterback playing running back now, handing the ball, and now he throws the halfback pass, which I guess is the quarterback pass.
It's just dangerous. I look at that secondary. They just think them coming in here. I'm like, okay, well, there's nothing wrong with that. All right, so it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 9 situation for the Lovington Wildcats. 10-6 is the score. 6:25 left here in the 3rd quarter at the Wool Bowl. Beautiful night here.
I'll tell you
about
what,
79 degrees.
Just stay with your assignment.
And there's some trouble now. In trouble is the quarterback. Escapes trouble. And is going to throw it. And it's going to be caught by number 8. And that's going to be Joaquin Vasquez. And it's going to be another 1st down for the Lovington Wildcats. And the Lovington Wildcats are inside the 10-yard line and threatening once again.
Boy, he is hard to get down, partner. He looked to be dead to rights, sacked in the backfield there. He escapes pressure, finds somebody downfield. And I'll tell you what, this defense has got to stay disciplined, stay with your man, because he can extend plays. And who's the quarterback now?
Well, it's number 14. That's going to be Jaden Gutierrez.
Okay.
Gutierrez rolling out to the right side, and he has some running room. He's going to try to throw it, and he does. And it's going to be a touchdown for Lovington, and that's going to be caught by Jude Madrid.
Freshman.
The freshman, and the Lovington Wildcats now will have the lead here in the 3rd quarter.
And conventional thinking will say go for 1, sorry, to get it to a 3-point game.
Well, we'll see what happens here.
I doubt we see their trickery with a solid kicker. May be tempted to make it a 4-point game, but I think you take the sure one here.
So that was Gutierrez to, who did we say it was?
Jude Madrid, listed as a freshman.
Jude Madrid. And the PAT is up and good. So now Lovington leads 13-10 here in the 3rd quarter with 5:33 left. We're going to take a quick break. Coyote Football on KSVPTV.com and 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Hey, CVE members, have you scheduled your no-cost home energy audit? If not, it's time to sign up. Call 575-746-3571 to get your name on the list for a free home energy audit. Weather stripping, new door sweeps, minor repairs, and much more. Start saving money and keep that purchased air in your home. Central Valley Electric Cooperative is happy to partner with Green Metal Energy for this valuable audit. Again, 575-746-3571.
Welcome back to Coyote Football. Tell you what, Coach, Lovington gets on the board again with Gutierrez to Jade Madrid. And the point after touchdown makes it 13-10 now in favor of the Lovington Wildcats.
We got this low-scoring contest here, and it just shocks me that 5 years ago we played a game that was 76-54, and now same coaches, same programs,
and a low-scoring
different kids, but
23 points.
Yeah, 23 total points in 2.5 quarters of play plus, and I'll tell you what, it's just interesting. One of the great things about high school football, you just never know.
All right, so number 10 is going to be Caleb Aranda. He is going to kick off here. And I'm assuming that's probably going to be Nicholas Anaya about the 3-yard line. Let's see what happens. It's going to be kicked deep.
Anaya from the 4.
And there's the starburst. And for me, and number 4 for Roswell, that's Alan Ingram, slips.
Yeah, got 18 out of it, but probably could have got a little more as Turf got him.
Ah, dang it. I don't know, partner.
I don't know either. But we'll see. 5:26 remaining here in the third.
Oh, my gosh.
Lovington 13, Roswell High 10. Coyotes look to get back on top here with this drive.
Yeah, Luke Lynn is going to be under center now instead of the traditional pistol formation. And is that going to be Hoover again?
I believe so.
Okay, so Hoover will have...
Give him 3 the hard way.
3 the hard way. I like the way you said that. So it'll be second down and about 7. Kyle's working from the left hash, working south to north. Using some clock here. 5 minutes left in the third quarter. Coyotes are trailing 13-10. All right, there's Luke Lynn. We'll hand it off.
Lujan. No gain.
And maybe even a loss of one. Let's see the... Right now we had 3rd and 7. Okay, so they're going to say, you're right, Coach, no gain.
Big down here.
All right, so the Coyotes thought they were going to try going to an empty set, but no, they're going to decide to go into a pistol formation. Nathaniel Lujan in the backfield. 2 receivers at the bottom of your screen. Let's see what Luke Lynn does here.
I'm surprised to see an option here.
Well, or a run.
That's what I mean, an option run.
Yeah. And that's going to be a 4th down, and Nathaniel Lujan. Okay, let's stand again. That's going to be Rendon Duran. That's going to be Rendon Duran. Will gain
none.
Nothing. So here comes the Roswell Coyotes as they bring in the punting unit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Good down and distance here for a fake, but not a good.
Have to have a good snap.
Well, not a good part of the field.
All right, there is a pretty
solid.
Good punt.
Yeah, solid.
So the Lovington Wildcats will take over at the 29-yard line. We'll call that middle part of the field.
45-yard punt for Nicholas Anaya. No return and a flag near the Roswell sideline, but I think there's a chance it might be on Lovington. There's only one Lovington player over here.
Well, I'm not sure what that is. I'm looking over here at the officials and trying to get the indication.
Coach Lynn is not happy and he's walking away. No, it is on Lovington.
It is.
Oh, unsportsmanlike on both teams offsetting.
Okay, so
that's why he's upset.
Well, Lovington will take over then from the 29-yard line. We'll call that middle part of the field.
You know, honestly, I don't mind the offsetting unsportsmanlike because so many times they only catch the second guy, you know? So I'm usually okay with offsetting unsportsmanlike in those situations.
So I see Nathaniel Lujan down on the sideline. I just don't know if he's going to return. He came in for 1 or 2 plays in the second quarter, but I don't know, partner. I think he's
well, I didn't think he'd come back in the first time, so.
Unless they're going to retape, but we'll find out.
You know, good on him for trying. And, you know, that's the kind of players that we develop here in this program. You know, they're gonna go if they can go. But
well, I see the ice bag coming out, so I'm assuming he is done for the evening. All right, there's going to be a quarterback lead. Gutierrez with the ball, and tell you what, positive yardage there. That's going to be probably about 7 or 8.
Yeah, Bolaños with the tackle, but a good run on first down for Gutierrez, who's played very well today. Running the football, throwing the football, getting out of trouble in the pocket. He's been the star of the game. I mean, if it's not the kicker, it's him.
All right, they're going to give him credit for 7 yards, so it's going to bring up a 2nd and 3. left part of the field, left hash. Gutierrez, the quarterback. And there it is again, same play. Good old quarterback lead, and he will have the first down as they work the left part of the field once again.
Yeah, it looks like Jonathan Ellis able to tackle him. 4 tackles in the game for Jonathan Ellis.
All right, so I'm looking down the sideline. Nathaniel Lujan does have a nice bag and wrapped up there, so he is done. Pads are off. He is done for the evening, I would assume. First down attempt from the 40. Coyotes trail 13-10, 2:17 left in the third quarter. Here comes the Lovington Wildcats, and there's that reverse. And number 9 will have it. That's Elijah Rivero, who has had some reps at quarterback this evening.
Yeah, but...
actually, that was just a regular old trap, Coach, is what that was.
Noah Foose, not fooled by that at all. He was in the backfield and able to wrap him up and make the tackle. Got a little help at the end, but that's a solo tackle for Noah Foose.
I'm going to say Ramage, but I think you're right.
Ramage cleaned it up a little, but that was all Noah.
Noah Foose.
Noah Foose.
All right, second down, 14, a minute, 33 left in the third quarter. Coyotes trail 13-10. Rivero, excuse me, Gutierrez.
And I'll tell you what, Gutierrez made a great play right there. You won't think he did because it's an incompletion out of bounds. But if he tries to throw that ball to that guy, that is picked off and probably going the other way by Bolaños. Bolaños had it completely play perfectly. And if he tries to get that ball to his receiver there, Joaquin's going the other way with it.
All right, so third down and 14 for the Lovington Wildcats.
Need a stop here. Not to state the obvious, but this is a big stop that needs to be made.
You're exactly right. Okay, third down and 14, and now Gutierrez rolling out to the left side. Good arm, tries up the middle. Good defense by the Roswell Coyotes, and it might be intercepted.
Incomplete. Ooh.
All right, good effort. Coach, I saw number 25. I thought that was David Frescas. So now it's going to bring up a 4th and 14 for the Lovington Wildcats.
Yeah, and that's just, he probably get credit for a pass breakup there, but he had the best chance to make a play on the football there and nearly made a great interception.
All right, so the Roswell defense, they do their job here on this drive.
Is this Anaya back?
It is going to be Anaya. And almost blocked.
And short.
And actually, Coach, we said it was Anaya, but actually that's Isaac Gonzalez.
Okay. Some good field position for the Roswell Coyotes here. With a minute 6 left here in the third quarter and trailing Lovington 13-10. I've got an update from Los Angeles. The UNM Lobos lead UCLA 14-0.
Yeah, and they're favored to win that ball game by 21.
Well, they are on track to do that. My alma mater on that new Coach Eck.
Or maybe it was 20.
They've got it going.
And I'm being serious. I did hear that.
Yeah, they played Michigan tough, then they got a win, and now.
All right, there's reception by Colby Sanchez.
7 yards to Colby.
Speaking of spread, Coach, one of the things that we have not talked about here in this ball game.
Spread on this game?
Yes, sir.
Well, the spread was Roswell by 1.5. Prediction was 28-27.
Oh, look at that.
Probably not going to hit those exact numbers, but
it's going to be real close. Okay, second down and 3 for the Roswell Coyotes. Luke Lynn dropping back to pass. He's going to go to the flat area again, and it's going to be caught. Enough for the first down, and it's going to be caught by who else? Number 5, Colby Sanchez.
8 yards this time, so consecutive throws to Colby. Colby, his 5th catch of the day for 82 yards. So pushing towards that century mark. Now we got 2 receivers to the left. That's Estrada and Gonzalez. See if they continue to go to the air.
Yeah, about 40 seconds left here in the third quarter. And that time it's going to be just a quick pass over to number 6. That's going to be Isaac Gonzalez. He's still on his feet and finally going to be out of bounds. And Coach, I'm going to give him about 7 yards. You might give him 8. I'm not sure what you're going to do on that one, but
I think 7.
Yeah, I think 7.
3 straight completions for Luke Lynn on this drive.
Okay, 2nd and 3. Should be the last play of this quarter, I would think. Let's see what happens here with Luke Lynn in the pistol. Left hash, under pressure, caught. And look at that. It's going to be number 4, Alan Ingram on his feet and finally brought down at the 14-yard line. And it looks like Ingram is injured.
24 yards on the catch and the great move down the sideline.
It might be a cramp. It looks like a cramp.
Yeah,
and
they're treating it like a cramp.
So the training staff, it is a cramp. Yeah, I see Luke Lynn. He goes, "You're okay. Get up, son," he says. So you have Lisa, and I think that's Dr. Martinez, just stretch him out real quick. Take your time on that.
Yeah, injury timeout here.
Okay, Coach, so Ingram's going to be just fine. Uh-oh. I say he's going to be just fine. There's a cramp again on that left hamstring. And I'm laughing. It hurts.
It hurts.
I've been there.
It hurts way worse than it should.
Oh,
boy, Las Cruces, number 2 Las Cruces and number 1 Cleveland in Cleveland are having an absolute battle. Cleveland up 27-24 in the 4th quarter. Cruces had the lead for most of that game. That'll be interesting to see.
Say that again, Coach. I'm sorry. I was Cleveland and what?
Number 1 Cleveland and number 2 Las Cruces in Cleveland. 3-point game, 27-24 in the 4th quarter. Artesia has added to their lead. They're leading Deming 27-7. And I don't think we have a score. We have a score in the Goddard game yet. 20-0 Goddard. So we hear 20-0 Goddard. Once they finally got that game going, Goddard took off like a shot.
All right, Coach, I think we better stay here. I don't think we'll have time for a commercial, so let's just stay here. We'll talk a little Coyote football. It is 13-10 here in favor of the Lovington Wildcats. We're just seconds away of the start of the 4th quarter. Coyotes, as you mentioned earlier, are favored by 1.5. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's what New Mexico Preps had the spread. Roswell a 1.5-point favorite at home against Lovington.
Did they predict a score?
28-27 Roswell. So they picked Lovington to cover the spread.
All right, so here it is. It's going to be 1st down and 10 from the 16. It's Coyote ball, left hash. Luke Lynn is the quarterback. And we'll hand it to Frescus. And Frescus on his feet inside the 5-yard line. And finally brought down. Actually, Coach, they're going to say, is that Rodriguez?
Yeah.
Rodriguez.
12 yards for Luis Rodriguez, making the most of his opportunity here with the injury to Nathaniel Lujan. And I'll tell you what, sophomore has impressed me.
Okay, so you have Colby Sanchez, top of your screen. Hoover in the backfield.
It's Rodriguez.
That's Rodriguez.
Oh, no,
Coach, it's Hoover.
It's Hoover.
I saw Rodriguez come out.
And Hoover is going to get
close.
3 of the 5 he needed.
And ladies and gentlemen, we do apologize. The numbers of the Roswell Coyotes, they're going underneath the pads. So it looks like Hoover's still in the backfield. Maybe Lynn will call his own number. Oh, moving in the backfield. Let's see what happens.
Well, Luke said, hey, you block that guy and I'll get in. And he did just that.
Well, is it official, Coach?
Well, yeah, I saw hands go up.
You saw hands come up. Okay, so Luke Lynn is in for a touchdown here in the 4th quarter from 1 yard out.
Now, I'll tell you what, partner, this is big. This extra point is big because you're up 3 at the moment.
Right.
And you really need to knock this one through. This is pressure on the young kicker. And I'm not jinxing him, but I'm just telling you, a 4-point lead is way different than a 3-point lead when you're in the 4th quarter of a ball game like this.
Well, especially with the round of the leg he has for Lovington. You're exactly right. So Vera set to kick the PAT for the Roswell Coyotes. It's up. And there's the fake. And Noah Estrada in for the 2-point conversion. Look at the Coyotes. Hold on. 2-point conversion. I don't know why, but it worked.
I'll tell you what, that's a surprise, we'll say.
Well, it's 18-13 in favor of the Roswell Coyotes. We're going to take a break while you and I take some oxygen. Our football on KSUPTV.com, 106.5, Roswell's Talk FM.
If you're missing a tooth or several teeth, a dental implant may be the ultimate solution. Implants look and feel so much like real teeth that you probably forget you have an implant. Maupin and Brown Dentistry is one of New Mexico's most experienced implant providers, with literally thousands of implant patients who are absolutely delighted with the results. Call Maupin and Brown today for an evaluation. You'll be surprised how affordable implants can be. Maupin and Brown, your choice for experienced, state-of-the-art dentistry.
All right. What a job by the Roswell Coyotes. Man, I tell you what, Coach, surprised me because I was expecting the PAT, the point after touchdown, but I don't know what happened there. But the Coyotes decided to go for the fake, and the 2-point conversion was successful. 18-13. What do you think about that, partner?
That's about as unconventional as you get on the play call. You want to talk about a surprise fake extra point?
AED defibrillator?
I tell you what, there's a chart. There's a chart that you use on when to go for one and when to go for two, and no chart in the history of Everness, Coach Carpenter, says to go for two there.
All right, the 2 points is good, and brought a little life to the Roswell Coyotes, and now the Lovington Wildcats will take over 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line.
Coach Allen Ingram, I'll tell you what, that's not hurting. That cramp's not hurting anymore. He just put the wood to that guy. Solo tackle, fought through the stiff arm, and what a special teams play by Allen Ingram.
Yeah, you know, speaking of Allen Ingram, I just want to say this on the air. I see that young man every day, and you probably do too. But I tell you what a respectful young man he is. I tell you what, he always comes up to me with a smile and shakes my hand, and I'll tell you what, shakes my hand like a man. Just a good individual.
You always think somebody was raised right.
That's correct. And with that guy, it's always yes, sir, no, sir, and that's all I ever get. So, all right, so the pass is going to be complete into that flat area. It's going to be 2nd down. And, Coach, I don't know, is it a 5-6 yard gain?
Yeah, I think so. Brandon Janot on the tackle and shoved out of bounds. We're going to give him about 5 on the play.
Got a final. Melrose 58, Hagerman 6. That's a final. Thank you to Sean Naranjo. Oh, that was a high snap. Yeah. In trouble is the quarterback.
I'll tell you what, he has to be in a lot more trouble than that to get him down. He is just as elusive a kid as I've seen at that quarterback position. Well, he's just really hard to get down.
Same as Luke Lynn, but we have a Coyote down right now, and that looks like that might be Gabriel Villegas, if I'm not mistaken, number 53. Coach, we're going to take a timeout. KCPTV.com, 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM, Coyote Football. We'll be right back.
Wakefield Oil Company is a name you can rely on, with full service at the pump the way it used to be. You can expect service in just 15 seconds. They offer bulk fuel and oil services and even diesel exhaust fluid. Wakefield Oil Company will deliver to farms, ranches, dairies, the oil fields, and more with dependable service you can count on. So the next time you need service or delivery, go with the name that locals have trusted since 1983. Wakefield Oil Company, 311 South Virginia in Roswell. Let them earn your business.
First and 10 for the Wildcats as they take over from the 43-yard line, right hash. And the quarterback is still Jaden Gutierrez as he rolls out. And the guy's for real.
He is, but too much pressure by Cannon Ramage there forces the incompletion. Cannon pretty much untouched as he charged in there to chase. I'll just say chase after Gutierrez because, boy, you're not going to get him without chasing him.
That's right. Well, real quick, as we mentioned earlier, the Lady Coyote volleyball team will be taking on Goddard tomorrow at 9 a.m. in the gold bracket Zia Classic. Gutierrez with the ball. Quarterback follow. That's all that is. And it's going to be positive yardage, maybe a gain of 5 or 6.
Not that much, but
1, 2, 3. We'll say 4 yards. It is going to be 4 yards, so it's going to be 3rd down and 6. 9:49 left in this ball game. 18-13 in favor of the Roswell Coyotes. It's been a ball game here at the Wool Bowl.
Oh, it's been a great one. 5-point lead for the Coyotes after the fake conversion was successful.
All right, Gutierrez is going to try the middle this time. Has a target.
Yeah, but not enough.
Chase Terrell with the catch.
So decision time now for the Wildcats. Nice tackle by Brandon Janot.
Well, if you're Coach Bailey, what are you going to do?
I think on the road,
you're right.
You got to go.
You're right.
And I'll tell you what, though, what I'd be tempted to do here is line up for the punt and fake it. I think a fake punt is a great call in this situation.
First district game, you have 2 versus 3. You're on the road. Nothing surprises me. All right, Gutierrez, the quarterback, shotgun left. Going to try to draw the Coyotes offside, but they don't. They're going to try to go up, and it's going to be caught. So nice pass into the flat area. Again, Elijah Rivero with the catch, and a 1st down for the Lovington Wildcats. And I'll tell you what a gutsy play that was.
Yeah, and Rivero, tremendous catch. Sorry, was that number 9 or number 8 that made the catch?
Number 9. That was going to be Rivero.
Rivero, yeah. Boy, gutsy call, tough throw, great catch.
I'll tell you what, this has been a ball game. 18-13. Gutierrez in that shotgun formation. He's going to take it himself. Quarterback lead, and he's going to be hit.
Yeah, swallowed up
but the tackle?
Faustino Charin. First time we've called his name tonight. He's in that defensive line rotation and just absolutely ate up the runner Gutierrez.
Okay, 2nd down now. And
Frosty, I believe they call him.
Frosty?
I think so.
Okay. They're going to say 2nd down and 10. They're going to say that Gutierrez didn't gain anything. I thought he gained at least 1, but we'll stay with the 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, that's nearly a tackle for loss within inches. Great job by Tarim.
So you have Jude Madrid, the freshman, at the top of your screen.
See if they run this way again. They're lined up like they would. But
there's going to be a timeout on the field, and that's going to be taken by Lovington. We're going to take one, too. Coyotes lead 18-13. KSVPTV.com and 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM, Coyote Football.
Temperatures are falling, and Fulkerson wants to get you ready for the seasons ahead with the Right Fit membership program. For as little as $15 a month or $199 a year, you can rest assured knowing your unit is ready with biannual HVAC maintenance as well as reduced dispatch fees, even in the middle of the night, plus a 15% discount on parts as well as preferred scheduling. Be ready for the seasons ahead. Become a Right Fit member with Fulkerson today. Call 575-319-9984 to find out more. Fulkerson Plumbing and Heating, proudly serving Roswell and surrounding areas.
All right, we are back from the Wool Bowl. Coyotes do lead 18-13 as the Lovington Wildcats took a timeout. 2nd and 10, Coach.
Yeah, I'm not crazy about calling that timeout. I don't know his reasoning for doing it, but in a close game like this, when you're more than a field goal behind with just 7.5 minutes left, those timeouts become very, very important. You know, if they get in a situation where, you know, they're running out of time at the end of the game, you may wish that he still had that timeout in his pocket.
The freshman at the top of your screen, Jude Madrid.
Yeah, already with a touchdown in the game.
Look at that. I was almost thinking a quarterback pass, you know, picking the quarterback lead and just dumping it.
Yeah.
But they decided to go ahead and just take it himself. That was Gutierrez again.
So Jonathan Ellis with the tackle. It's going to bring up a 3rd and about 5.
Yeah, they used to call out that quarterback dump, Coach, like he was going to go run at the line of scrimmage and just dumps it over.
Yeah, it did look like it potentially could have been that.
So you have Chase Terrell and Jade Madrid, top of your screen. Okay, Gutierrez in trouble. He is dangerous.
First down.
And it will be first down. 6:42 left in this ball game. 18-13 in favor of the Roswell Coyotes.
You know, it's seeming to me like, and Goddard may put themselves in this conversation, but it's seeming to me like it's going to come down to, you know, who's going to be on the same side of the bracket of the three teams: Artesia, Roswell, and Lovington.
You and I must be doing this all together, Coach, for too long, because I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, finishing each other's sandwiches again?
Yeah, I'm telling you. I was thinking these two teams are either going to see each other in the playoffs or it's going to be Roswell Goddard. Oh, look at that. And that's going to be caught. It's going to be another first down, but caught this time by Chase Terrell, the 5'10 senior.
But then we've got a flag, and I think it's going to be unsportsmanlike on Chase Terrell. So
because of the...
Well, and there's a flag in the backfield, too, so that could come back for that reason.
So it could be two flags, is what you're telling me.
Yeah, but I think they're both on Lovington. And since one's after the play, they may enforce them both.
And so it is on Lovington. So here's the indication. Holding on Lovington.
And
personal foul on Lovington.
So I think since it occurred after the play that
both will stand.
We might get them both.
So it could be a 20-yard penalty?
Well, it could be a 25-yard penalty. You could get 10 for the holding and then 15 for the
unsportsmanlike. Look at that. This is big.
Oh my gosh, that's exactly what they're doing. They are going to go from the 28 all the way back to their own 47. 25, a quarter of the field on the penalty, and way more than that because they were going to have the ball inside the 4. So when you talk about the swing from those penalties, you're talking a 50-yard difference in the outcome of that play.
Well, I'm going to tell you what, the officials were spot on that. I'll tell you what.
And, you know, I think Chase Terrell just must have said something because I was watching, but whatever he said got the officials' attention, and he did throw the unsportsmanlike flag.
So it's going to be first and 35 now is what they're saying. No, it's going to be first and...
Yeah, first and 35. Yeah, they've got to get all the way to the 18 for a first down. So gear up here. This is going to be 3 passing plays.
Secondary has to be ready here. It's going to be a quick pack to the flat area again, and number 8 with the reception. That's going to be, again, Joaquin Vasquez. And there's going to be another flag, and that's going to be on Lovington.
Yeah, but they'll get that one from this spot. So they're going to get the gain of about 8, but then they're going to back up. Now, what do you do, though? Are they going to say that's after the play and have the down count, too?
That's what I'm thinking, too. Yeah. So what a great job. If it stands, what a great job by Cannon Ramage. You see what he did?
Well,
they hit him, and he just fell down. He flopped.
He may have flopped. He got hit pretty hard.
Well,
it was well after the play.
Well, that kid's pretty strong, but I love the way he did that. And yeah, right.
No, he sold it.
He sold it, and that's exactly what happens.
Just like you're supposed to.
Good job by Cannon Ramage. And, Coach, is this going to be a 15-yarder?
Yeah. No, all unnecessary, unsportsmanlike are 15-yarders. Now, is it going to be second down?
I think it is a second down.
Yeah. So the down counted.
Yeah, so it's going to be second down and forever now for Lovington. And this right here, this is where the Roswell Coyotes will have to capitalize. I mean, force a turnover some way. Continue putting the pressure on the quarterback. So right now, Lovington's shooting themselves in the foot.
Yeah, second and 42. Don't see that very often. Oh!
Look at that! And escapes.
How does he get away?
Escapes again. And look at that. He's going to be wide open. Oh, Coach. Look at this. You're looking at the line over here. I'm looking at the secondary. I'm looking at Gutierrez, how he escapes trouble twice, rolls out to the left side, and then the secondary bites, and then you have 2 Lovington Wildcats that are actually in the secondary. I'm going to tell you what. I think we dodged a bullet there.
Well, I mean, it's hard to cover for that long. but I thought we did a pretty good job of covering for as long as he was scrambling around there. I'll tell you what, how elusive is he? I mean, I know I keep saying it, but my goodness, that kid can get out of just about anything.
Well, he showed it tonight. Trips to the top of your screen. It's going to be Gutierrez. In trouble. He will escape it, I promise you. And he's going to throw it downfield, and that's going to be incomplete.
And I tell you what, partner, there are no plays in the playbook for 4th and 42. So we're going to see a punt here.
Well, you think you're going to see a punt. I would think you're going to see a punt. But here's the thing, Coach. You just never know what's going to happen. Start a district.
I'm going to go out on a limb. I'm going to go out on a limb about 6 centimeters and say this is going to be a punt.
Coach, I'm going to have to agree with you. I just wanted to see what you say. Yeah, we've been doing this game.
I mean, I could agree with you, but then we'd both be wrong.
Yeah, I mean, you just never know, man. I'll just tell you what, we've done this so long. I'm one of those guys that say, hey, listen, you play till the whistle is blown, and you just never know. So, but you're right. They're going to punt it right here, 4th and 42. And that is going to be a pretty good punt for Lovington.
Get it. Absolutely. Good job, Isaac. Good job. It's only a couple of yards, but that was a good job to pick that up.
Well, you have to, because it'll roll back into about inside the 5-yard line. Yeah. So good job by Isaac Gonzalez.
So I'm going to say only 5 yards on that return, but that's a smart and a good 5 yards on that punt return. All right, I got an update from Santa Teresa. And I think what Goddard wants to do here, tell me again. 44? 34-0 Goddard. I think they're trying to get up 50 so they can come home.
Well, and if they're smart, especially if it's lightning delays. Hey, we've experienced that a few times in our career, and just get it done over there in Santa Teresa.
Absolutely. Oh, still on his feet.
Look at that.
Look at the youngster, partner.
There's a flag.
Oh, don't erase that run. The kiddo, Luis Rodriguez, the sophomore, pressed into duty due to the injury to Nathaniel Lujan. And this might be on
it's on
Lovington. Wow.
Face mask on Lovington. All right. If you're Coach Lynn, Coach, stay on the ground for now. You're up by 5.
Well, I mean, it's going to depend on the down and distance. But, they did have to burn a timeout. Talk about Lovington now. They did have to burn a timeout earlier in this half that it's looking like they could potentially really need. I think you definitely line up like you're going to keep it on the ground, but I'm okay with taking a shot out of a formation like this as well.
Well, if the Roswell Coyotes can score on this drive here, I think you can solidify a victory, but we'll see what happens here. Look at that, another good run. And my goodness, is that Luis Rodriguez again?
It is, and he's close to first down yardage. It'll depend on the spot. Looks like he's going to be just short, about a half yard short, so I'm going to give him 9 yards on it.
Yeah, the sophomore running back making a name for himself tonight.
4 carries for 27 yards.
And they're going to give him credit for the first down.
Oh, okay. Well, and that's 7 yards a carry.
Okay.
For the young man who probably, played in the JV game this week.
All right. First down and 10, 4:40 left in the ball game. Coyotes lead by 5, 18-13. Noah Estrada gets put in place. There's going to be the toss over to the sophomore, and this time he loses a yard. That's Luis Rodriguez. I just have a funny feeling that these two teams are going to meet again.
Well, it's very likely. I mean, if we are fortunate enough to have Lovington and Artesia on the same side of the bracket come playoff time, that'd be great. But
personal foul on Roswell this time.
And I didn't see who, but illegal hit was said over the public address, so maybe some kind of illegal block, a chop block, or something like that.
I think there's going to be a timeout on the field. Looks like there's a timeout. No, I don't know. Look at this.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Lovington's acting like it's a timeout, but the officials and Coach Lynn has extended his arms outward a lot tonight.
All right, second down.
They were deciding on whether or not the play was going to count.
All right, second down and about 25 for the Roswell Coyotes from the 20.
Boy, that penalty, so costly.
And they're going to give it to the youngster again.
Give him 7.
Number 28, Rodriguez for the carry. Taking up the middle, ball out to the 27-yard line.
So, third down for Roswell. I see Isaac Gonzalez entering the ball game.
Yeah, and with 3 minutes and 45 seconds left in the ball game, you've got to throw the ball to try to get a first down here.
And I'm with you on that. So 3rd and 18. And they're going to take a shot. No, Luke Lynn's in trouble, but he can run as well. And
decision time.
All right.
Because he's going to be about 3 yards short.
Well, I'm a gambling man, Coach, but you know what I'm going to do on this situation?
4 or 5 yards short.
I'm going to punt on this situation here.
So what did we get there?
They're going to say 4th down and about 5.
So Luke got 13 on that.
They're going to try to do a hard count, draw Lovington offsides?
Well, I think so. I mean, you don't need a timeout here. Yeah, I don't think he's snapping this.
Well, I don't think I would.
And I also don't think he's fooling anybody because the play clock's down to nothing.
So it's going to be a timeout on the field, so we'll take one too. We'll be right back. KSUPTV.com, 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. We'll be right back.
Ready, set, hurry on down to Tate Branch Roswell, where we finish first. Experience the Tate Branch difference here at Tate Branch Roswell, where business is done the Tate Branch way with honesty and integrity to deliver an exceptional customer experience. We have a huge selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs that are priced to move and are backed with a lifetime powertrain warranty. It's all backed by friendly hometown customer service that puts you first every time. So don't wait. Head on down to Tate Branch Roswell right here at 2000 West 2nd Street and drive home happy today. Tate Branch Roswell. Come experience the world-class experience you have been waiting for.
All right, welcome back to KSUPTV.com, 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. 4th and 5, decision-making time for the Roswell Coyotes. And it's a big decision here for Jeff Lynn, but if I were Jeff Lynn, my opinion is you punt the ball.
Well, Nicholas and I are back there in punt formation. Now, a very dangerous, fast guy with the football is Nicholas Ananias, but I agree with you.
You have to have a good snap.
They don't even have a guy back to receive the punt, so they're coming after it.
That's
short kick.
Better get a bounce. Get it.
Yep.
I think you have to do it. I mean, it wasn't what did you give him credit for? Maybe 25, 30-yard punt?
22.
22. I still think that was the right decision.
No, I think you do too. I think if you say I'm going to get a 22-yard punt, you go for it. But I thought, Nick's been punting it real well. He just ripped off a 45-yarder. If he gets a 45-yarder there, then absolutely punting is the way to go.
Well, you understand, though, too, you have a breeze coming from the south to the north and had a lot to do with it. Now, right here's 1st and 10 from the 38 for Lovington. Coyotes with a 5-point lead, 18-13. Gutierrez, the quarterback. He's done his job at the quarterback position.
Yeah, pass broken up by Joaquin Bolaños there. And well done. Yeah, I guess that was a no-brainer for Coach Lynn that he was going to punt that all the way to it. Wasn't even really tempted to go for it, but boy.
Coyotes with 2 timeouts.
Coyotes with 2 timeouts, but if Lovington comes down here and scores a touchdown, it will probably take up most of the clock. So I don't know. It's just tough. Yeah, it's putting the pressure on the defense to see if they're up to the task.
All right, 2nd down and 10. Here comes Gutierrez. Ooh, high snap. He recovers it. He's going to take a shot to the flat area again.
First down at midfield.
And it's going to be caught by number 9, Elijah Rivero. So the chains will move.
Tackle made by Kyle Williams. First time we've called his name on defense tonight. Talked about him pregame.
Right.
So clock running now. Both teams with 2 timeouts left. Roswell with a 5-point lead, so a field goal does you no good with this much time remaining. Everything's 4-down territory for Lovington.
Oh, nice stick. Good job. That's number 15, David Gommon.
Update from Santa T. Goddard now up 41-0. And I'm assuming that's probably before halftime.
You know, Coach, you and I talked about David Gommon in that state championship game. I tell you what, he did his job then. He's doing it now.
Yeah, made a potential big gain, a shorter gain there.
All right. Gutierrez in trouble. And don't, there's that dump pass. And Goose.
Touchdown.
Possibly a game-saving tackle, huh?
Yeah, touchdown-saving tackle for the moment.
Well, yep.
Except there's a flag on the play, partner.
That was Kyle Williams on the tackle.
I don't think it was, because I don't think the play is going to count.
Oh. You got a hold is what you're thinking?
Yep. I'll tell you what, penalties have absolutely killed the Lovington Wildcats tonight. I mean, they have. You said earlier that they're shooting themselves in the foot in that one drive.
It is going to be a hold.
And I'll tell you what, they have. We had a swing of 50 yards on one penalty. We have another swing of 50 yards on another penalty. I mean, it's hard to survive that on the road against a top-ranked team. Forget about it.
All right, so it's going to be second down. We'll call it 16 from the 44-yard line, right hash. The Lovington Wildcats. They are approaching the 2-minute mark. Exactly 2:05 left in this ball game. Down by 5. Coyotes in the lead, 18-13. Gutierrez, the quarterback, in trouble as he has been for the most of the night, but he has made, as you say, something out of nothing, and another first down for Lovington. Coach, this guy's for real.
Yeah, he's very, very good.
All right, so first down and 10, under 2 minutes. And there goes the clock. So the Coyote defense trying to make something happen here in this fourth quarter with 1 minute and 41 seconds left. Gutierrez, shotgun, left formation. And go back again. It's going to be caught, but I think that's Kyle Williams. I think Williams will get credit for the tackle, and he does. But it stops the clock, doesn't it?
Well, I thought he tackled him out of bounds, but if he was going backwards out of bounds, they might
continue
the clock here. Let's see if he rolls it. No, they stopped the clock.
So they're going to say that he was out of bounds. So now it's 2nd and 4 for the Lovington Wildcats from the 27-yard line. The Wildcats are in Coyote territory. Trips to the bottom of your screen. Shotgun right. Snap is good. And there is Gutierrez, and he's just going to slide, and that's going to be a personal foul on Joaquin Bolaños. I think that's the right call.
Yeah, I do too. And that's going to be a half the distance to the goal. They're at the 21, so they'll be inside the 11. Late hit.
So they're going to give him 15 yards.
Well, they can't because it's...
Right, it was going to be half the distance, right.
But see, this was the scenario that I worried about when I said maybe you go for it there. Because even if you don't get it, if you go for it, they probably don't use up all the clock to score if they do score. And now Coach Lynn, depending on what they run here, if I'm Lovington, well, you gotta try to score because whenever you can score. I was gonna say maybe try to use some clock
and then try to punch it in.
But scoring's not a for sure thing.
Well, they're gonna try to throw that back into the end zone. There's gonna be a holding call. It looks like Lovington is shy of the goal line, but that's going to be coming back. I think that's a hold on Lovington. Now, here's the thing, as you mentioned earlier, Coach, a field goal is not going to help them at all. You have 1 minute and 7 seconds left. You have 3 opportunities now to get back in the end zone.
Coach, why did they penalize us all the way to the 7? They gave them the full 15 yards.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And so I thought it should have been inside the 11.
Yeah, no, I think that was a mistake. And the Lovington coach is upset with that holding call. A lot more demonstrative than Coach Lynn was when he got a flag, but okay.
Well, that was a minute. Okay, there it goes. I was going to say 1 minute 6. Now we're under 1 minute. It's going to be 1st and 17. Gutierrez going to throw into the end zone. And it looks like it's going to be intercepted.
Are you kidding me?
Well, that's going to be number 10, Noah Foose with the interception.
A game-winning interception.
Well, let's make sure. And there it is. There's a point to the south side. And what a defensive play by Noah Foose.
That's your ball game. The Roswell Coyotes can get in victory formation.
Well, I tell you what, I originally thought it was caught by Lovington until
I didn't know who had it. I think the ball was batted up.
Well, did he take it away?
Well, I think they both went for it, and the ball was, bounced and was in the air, and then Foose was able to come down with it.
Oh my goodness! What a game this has been. The Roswell Coyotes 18, the Lovington Wildcats 13 on an interception by Foose.
And I like what the white hat did right there. He said, guys, this is victory formation. Don't do anything to get yourself in a bad situation, and they don't.
That's wise by the officials, and I think Jeff Lynn and the coach Bailey have mutual respect for each other, and I think that's just going to be a ball game. But I think they're going to call a timeout.
They do.
I mean, a wise guy once told me, if you have a timeout, you might as well take it, right?
Yeah, I mean, you don't get to put them in your pocket. You don't get to take them home with you. You might as well use them.
Well, I will tell you this, Coach, and congratulations to the Roswell Coyotes as of right this moment, but the Lovington Wildcats really shot themselves in the foot. Many, many penalties.
They had so many opportunities in this football game. But I'll tell you what. I'm sorry, I just have to say it.
Yeah, go ahead.
How risky was that 2-point conversion? Because they could have kicked the field goal there to tie the game otherwise.
Well, I think you and I were in agreement on that. I mean, it worked. It definitely worked. But I'll tell you what, I just don't know if I would have done it. But it worked.
I know that I wouldn't have done it. I know it.
All right, so
I'm still I still can't get my mind around. I can't wait to ask who made that decision. And what the thinking was behind that.
Well, I'm sure there's a logical explanation.
I'm sure.
Victory formation, and I think it's, hey, be careful. There's no reason for that.
Yeah, they're going to use their last time out here because it is going to bring it to 3rd down. But, with 46... the play clock, and now they're going to say 45. So they could snap it. They could do one more victory formation here. Oh, and now they made it 44? Let's not get creative with the play clock here, guys. There's no reason to change it after it stopped.
Okay, well, Anyway, the score here at the Wool Bowl is 18-13 in favor of the Roswell Coyotes. 44 seconds left in the ball game. Gutierrez threw the ball into the end zone, and it was taken away by Noah Foose.
So, I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Okay.
So what you could do here, since you're around 45 seconds, what you can do is, instead of doing a traditional victory formation, you can use just a little bit of clock. You know, you can take a couple steps before you down it.
Right.
And then you can get inside that 45 seconds on the next play clock, and that should be able to get it done. Now, let's see if they do that or if they just immediately down it again, because I thought it was past 45 seconds, and now it's showing.
And there it is.
And there it is, yeah.
And that's what I was going to say, Noah. That's what Luke was trying to do the last time, but now.
And that's going to be enough.
That's going to be the ball game.
Now they've run the play clock, and it's inside of the play clock, so that will be your final.
All right, the final score, 18-13 in favor of the Roswell Coyotes. We're going to take a break. We'll come back and talk statistics. Roswell Coyote football. We'll be back here in 3 minutes.
Travis Hicks, Richland Auto Group. Don't forget to make your way to the airport September 10th through 14th to see an awesome exhibition of high-flying speed and agility at the Roswell Air Races. In addition to the wonders in the air, there'll be food and games for the kids, as well as educational displays and demonstrations. This event has been a hit for some 50 years in Reno, Nevada. We're glad that they picked Roswell to be their new home, and we need to support the event. As such, the first 10 people to either of our Richland locations who says, "I believe in Richland's powertrain warranty for life," will receive 2 tickets for one of the shows and will be entered in a drawing to win a family day at the races, complete with food, shade, a trip to one of the pylons, and some Richland swag. So get your tickets now for the greatest show in Roswell, the Roswell Air Races, September 10th through the 14th at the airport.
Hi, my name's Chance with Trustmark Roofing and Windows, and here's what you should expect during your window inspection. Upon my arrival, you'll receive a 15-minute courtesy call letting you know I'm on the way. Once I'm in your home, I'm going to be checking for moisture indication, functionality, and any kind of energy efficiency improvements to the inside and outside of your home. After my inspection, I'll give you my professional opinion, and then you can decide whether you want a no-obligation quote. Myself or the office will contact you to set up a date when I can show you my products and options to best suit your needs. So when choosing windows, choose Trustmark Roofing and Windows. Our goal is to give you a 5-star service and get you what you deserve, and that's the best.
Now's the time to get a great deal on the #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S. Professional-grade mowers, durable Sidekick utility vehicles, and versatile compact tractors. It's the equipment you need to take care of your land. Right now, get select L2502 series for as low as $21,999 or $325 per month.
Visit your local Kubota dealer, Amigo Machinery at 2801 Southeast Main Street in Roswell.
Football, KSVPTV.com and 106.5 Roswell Talk FM. The Roswell Coyotes come up on top of a score of 18-13. Coach, why don't you recap and give us some statistics?
All right, wild game comes down to the end with the big Noah Foose interception to seal it. Here's the special team stats. Ben Vera, 1 field goal of 25 yards was good. 1 extra point was good. Nicholas Anaya, 3 punts. I always forget to add these up, and I have to do it on the fly in my head. But we're going to say 94 yards. So pretty good average on 3 punts for Nicholas Anaya. Isaac Gonzalez had 1 punt return for 5 yards. Allen Ingram, 2 kick returns for a total of 48 yards. Defensively, Coyotes were led by Ken Ramage and Joaquin Bolaños, each with 6 tackles, and 1 of those tackles for a loss. 5 tackles each from Jonathan Ellis and David Galmond. Galmond, 2 of those tackles were for a loss, including the only sack of the game. 3 tackles from Brandon Janot, and 2 from Joe Diaz, 2 each from Aranda Williams, 3 for Noah Foose to go with that interception, and 1 tackle each for Nick Anaya, Allen Ingram, Logan Hoover, and Faustino Tarin. Offensively for Roswell, on the ground, it was Allen Ingram, 1 carry for 3 yards. Diego Sanchez, 1 carry for 3 yards. Rendon Duran, 4 carries for a total of 7 yards. Isaac Gonzalez, 1 carry for 8 yards. Luke Lynn, 3 carries for 20 and a touchdown. Nathaniel Lujan, 3 carries for 11. Luis Rodriguez, the sophomore, coming off the bench. Great game for him. 6 carries for 33 yards. And also with 33 yards on 8 carries was Logan Hoover, who also picked up some of the slack for the injured Nate Lujan. Luke Lynn, another efficient outing. Would have been a lot more efficient without 4 drops, but he was 11 for 16, 200 yards and a touchdown. No interceptions, still yet to throw an interception in the game as we head to week 5. Receiving for the Coyotes, 1 catch for 24 yards for Allen Ingram. Rendon Duran, 1 catch but 41 yards. 53 yards for Isaac Gonzalez on 4 catches with the touchdown. And leading receivers, Colby Sanchez, 5 grabs for 82 yards. And those are the numbers, partner.
Well, sounds good. Now the Lovington Wildcats will fall to 2-2 on the year, 0-1 district play. And we'll take on the Goddard Rockets in Lovington next week on September 19th at 7 p.m. As for the Roswell Coyotes, we'll improve their record to 2-2, 1-0 in district play. We'll be taking on the Deming Wildcats next week on Friday, September 19th at 7 p.m., which will be homecoming for the Roswell Coyotes. We're going to close this out. Art Sandoval, Kelly McDonald. But before we do anything, just want to say a special thanks to all of our sponsors, the KSVP crew, and Tanner Todd, our producer, this evening. And as always, safe travels back to Lovington and wherever your destination might be. We'll see you next time, and it's always a great day to be a Coyote. Have a good night.
That concludes this presentation of sports on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM and online at ksbptv.com. Coyote football on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM and online at ksbptv.com is presented by Amigo Machinery, Artesia General Hospital, Bob Reed Pest Control, Central Valley Electric, Eastern New Mexico University Portales and ENMU Roswell, Moppin and Brown Dentistry, Pecos Valley Equipment, Roswell Seed Company, Trustmark Roofing, Trans Aero Medevac, the National Championship Air Races in Roswell, Dion's Pizzas, Salads, and Subs, Farmers Country Market, Fulkerson Plumbing and Heating, National Furniture Liquidators, Richland Dodge and Richland GM, Plateau Wireless, Roswell Honda, Wakefield Oil Company, and Tate Branch of Roswell. Thanks for tuning into this special broadcast. We now return you to your regular scheduled program.
Soon.